Cool. All right, sure. Yeah, this is like Do Warforged Dream of Electric. Apparently, it's our 50th game, which is like, woohoo! I'd clap, but I have to have one hand holding down I'll speak. Wait, hold on. There we go.
Good job.
I'll hit something. Yeah. Woo! But yeah, congrats. I'm Darren. I DM, and y'all can do your intros. And how come y'all don't have party hats on your icons?
I can't. I hide the icons because I have the icons on the stream thing.
I'm Amy. I'm Amy.
Amy.
It's been a
Amy, is
long
that like it?
fucking day.
This is my party form. Pay me.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
Amy, Pay Me, and Play Me. Like that's your 3 of all forms in Pokemon World.
I'm Amy. I play Isadora. Let's get those basic facts down. I was gonna say I'm ready to fucking party, but I clearly amn't. Ian, you go on.
I'm Plean. I play Risbeth. That's me.
I was paying attention.
I'm Pluneel, and I play Plesme.
I'm Flora. I play Ploda.
Exploder.
Exploda.
Oh, is it me? I'm Andrew. I play. What are we doing? Prelirian? What?
Andrew, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to finish leveling up here.
You
That's
should have
okay.
done it last week. Oh wait, no, you weren't here last week.
Oh fuck!
That was a click learn that I'm ending this immediately. So when we last left our group of sure, let's call them heroes, is we're standing in a pub, Woob's pub. You had just finished chatting to Woob, and some of you accepted their offer to join the little group Suave, community they have going. And the Baron just entered and saw you and was very like, oh my gosh, you're not dead, that's great. Ran over to greet you, and he's like, shaking all your hands. He's like, oh, it's great to see you're not dead.
So,
Wish we could say the same.
Risbeth just sort of turns like, hi, how are you? And leaves.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, I forgot. Riz. He's like, well, toodle pip, small man.
He really thinks you're wonderful, but he also is afraid he might have.
He's like, there's that small. He will kill me someday. I know.
Yeah, he legitimately might, and we're trying to make sure that, like, he's okay with not doing.
I like to think it ends up with like, Risbeth's like, I'll beat you to death, but like the Baron's arms are just too long, so he just like leans forward and puts his hand on his head, and he's like, well, when you calm down, anyway.
I like to imagine Risbeth is going to go punch out his like rage in a wooded glen.
Oh, I need to Photoshop Kevin Bacon's face.
Yeah, he's doing that scene from Footloose in a warehouse.
That's alright, Darren knows what he's doing.
Oh, you got plans.
I do have plans.
Secrets.
They're not that
Rage
secret.
wanking. Is it rage wanking?
It's not rage wanking.
Your silence speaks volumes.
So,
Oh,
Laura, that can't make sense.
oh god.
It's just like, it's really stick figurey, except it's like really detailed.
No, oh my god, no, that's in fucking It's Always Sunny, where Dennis is like, here, let me fix that, and he just draws giant boobs, and Charlie is like, oh man, you're really good, I'm starting to get a little bit hot here. It's like, dear god, everything about this makes me want to die. It's so warm, I fucking hate these. Anyway.
Okay,
I'm
In life, yeah.
No, I am gonna go fight the sun. That's what I'm gonna do.
Ugh, the heat's the worst.
It is. Right. So yes, the Baron shaking hands. He's like, "Oh, you didn't die. That's great. I feared the worst. I sent out some goblins to make sure everything was okay, and plumes of smoke had had me worried."
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, we had a pretty shit time, but good news, we have a gang working for us. I mean, Darren's it.
Oh, so a mission success is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, huzzah! He's like, that's... So what exactly, caused the siege? It's just, just happened overnight?
It was a lich named Laureate that we fought like ages ago, and then she decided to blow up like all of these really cool magical books. So, needless to say, I think everyone is angry.
Well, that is, as they say, not pop punk. At all.
You're damn right, Baron. It sure isn't.
That is not Paramore at all.
I just had Nam flashbacks to my teens.
I mean, I feel like you mean last week, really.
Misery business, guys. Anyway.
Anyway. Also, Baron, she just points towards Varian. It's like, this is Varian. He's me.
Good day, evening. I can't remember what time of day we set this in, but good something. Good wheels hand.
I'm pretty sure Virion already met the Baron, just like not while the party was there.
Yeah,
Isn't the Baron the one who sent Virion?
You're right. Never mind what I said.
Oh, I forgot that the Baron sent you. Alright, fine. Hey, look, we're all alive.
Yes. He's like, yes, we are all alive. And he's like, wink.
You're all conscious, sentient beings. Whatever. What have you been doing?
I mean, there was that stuff in Borea. I brought some Darklings. They're fun, they're neat, they're excitable.
So, like, the Darklings. The Borea Darklings.
Some of them, yes.
Where are they? What?
They're over there. And he points to a wall that you can't see through because you don't have X-ray vision.
Oh my gosh. I fucking hate you, Dark.
Don't hate me. Don't hate the DM, hate the NPC. What?
Oh, I can't. I love him. But, okay. Well, that's nice. More friends in town. Let's go say hi to them soon. What else?
Well, that was there was like that's pretty much it. Like, I can't leave this place for too long. You know, I get tired. I have to come back and rest. Put the feet up. So I've been basically doing that, you know, like making sure everyone's happy. The goblins seem content. They were going to destroy this here establishment, and I stopped that.
Good. Wolves.
Yeah, what is...
Who's
yeah,
Wolf?
like, what is the story with this?
You know what? I woke up one day after having some nice food, and I was playing my piano, as I always do in the morning.
Piano?
And there was a bolt of lightning and crack. Yeah, piano. Hey, you can't say that. You're not here. Like Shoes Risbit's like ghost out. He's like, get away. But yeah, no, I don't know. It appeared, and they pitched themselves as like some sort of traveling, storytelling, collecting guild of, I don't know. It's all very kind of weird. I think they're kind of funky, you know. Like, you know, what a bunch of weirdos. Am I right?
I mean, I'm sure you are.
Hey.
Have you also joined this funky club?
Oh yes, I have many a tale being just alive short of... He looks at Smudge Stand, it's like 60 years. But yes, I have some tales, and you know, why not? I'll get a free drink or two to be grand. What about you? Have you guys joined?
I did.
Yes.
Yay, club buddies!
Oh my god, can we all sit together? And then everyone who hasn't joined can.
Well, that's not very inclusive of you, Espen. I'm not about that life, friendo.
I mean,
that afterlife either, am I right? I am not undead.
I love this man. I want to marry him.
I picture it as like sitting at the bar after everyone's gone, and it's just like, yes, Wolf, I will have a drink for my alive human belly.
Oh god. Anyway, passing over that. I can't even remember what we were talking about.
Club joining. Definitely not a cult.
It's not a cult. There's been no religious worship yet.
Yes.
Equally, we haven't been asked to drink anything well,
that's not true.
wait, have
we? You willingly drank the weird liquid.
Stuff,
yeah.
I can't remember why we drank that. What was that?
It
You were
great.
stressed and wanted a drink, and it tasted great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
pretty
my
much.
guys, wait, hold on. It was purple, was it? Did it
Yeah.
taste
Yep.
great?
Yeah.
Get it? Tasted great. Sounds like grape, but it wasn't. Great. These are the jokes. man.
Funny.
I hate
Just
you.
tumbleweeds.
Where are they tumbling?
Barren lands. Barren lands.
Speaking of barren lands,
The tumbleweed is also an adventure. Um,
that's Sir Tumbleweed to you, peasant. Tumbleweed is now a knight. But yeah, so what are your guys' plans? Like, do you plan on staying here, traveling? You know, going to, you know, what's the 411?
I
We still
mean,
have 2 more of your contacts.
Correctamundo, friendo.
where are your other two contacts again? One of them's in
Yuria and Dead Man's Haven, respectively.
Oh. Dumahitch.
Technically,
That's so far away. Let's go there.
actually, wait, no, never mind. I keep forgetting where the Baron's house is. Yeah, no, they're pretty far away.
Guys, it's 35 feet. I can
Let's
like
just walk over to Yuria, 35 feet.
I can teleport like most of the way there, and then I just walk.
If we
the
dash, we can make it in 1 turn.
Hold on.
Rizvit doesn't need to dash. Rizvit's quick.
What do you
Be
mean?
quicker, be dead.
And then
Baron, what do you know of Yuria at the moment? Has it gotten worse?
I've heard a total of 0 things, which is frightening.
well, tell us about your contact. Maybe we'll be able to get in touch with them and find out what the story is from them.
Well, her name's Kathe. It's Vern's
it's-
daughter.
yeah, her. I was told about her.
She has some history with the Warforged and that part of town, and he finger guns. He finger hand crossbows. But yeah, no, she, I think, knows someone who can at least get you in to the correct area to ask questions. It's not necessarily guaranteed, you know, you meet her, she tells you where to go, you're in there. It's more a case of you're in the correct
What
area of interest.
what questions are we supposed to be asking?
See, that yeah, you see, you can't really walk into a bar and be like, yo, who's the resistance? So,
Well,
No,
we
you
know
could-
who it is. Like we know
who
who.
what is.
Well, I believe I've been told her name.
Out of character, I have been told her name, I think.
I feel like in character, Esme has been told her name.
No, I mean, out of character, in character, I believe know her name.
I believe people do know. I've at least heard.
Ripley.
Yeah,
that's
Ripley,
what I was told in
yeah.
the letter, I think.
But yeah, like we know who to ask for, but equally, I don't think we would get that. Like, I don't think we're going to be able to just walk in, ask for Ripley, and get to talk to her.
No,
Probably.
especially considering we're not really Warforged.
But equally, I feel like we don't have to be Warforged to help the Warforged.
No, but she's left.
See that?
us
Yeah.
to
See,
trust
that's what
us.
I was thinking. I was thinking, like, you go to this area, this place, this gathering, and be like, "Hey, ho, we believe." And like, realistically, if they're as cutthroat as there, that'll either get you in the door or get you in a body bag. But hey, that's part of the.
The adventure.
Well, that and kind of what we signed up for. Like, these things don't exactly always end in sunshine and rain.
I mean,
Like
I
they
can
usually
teleport away, it's fine.
So I mean, what do you expect us to do? Just like walk in the club, like, what up? We got a big like resource for you to use.
That was a lot to have to listen to all of them.
Yeah, but, like the Baron and myself were very much like, where is this gonna
Yeah,
go?
it's like, where is this going?
Is this which corner is she bringing this to? Because no matter what, it's gonna be funny.
Possibilities are endless.
Like what? I guess like make contact, talk, prove your loyalty or something. To be honest, I haven't really thought it out myself. I was more concentrated on getting the names, and I was going to leave the middle bit to you guys.
I mean,
Kathe can get us in touch with the resistance, but how do we get into Yuria? Have they locked it down?
Have you considered walking through the front door,
That
young
was my
tiefling?
question.
Esme takes out her hand of Yuria symbol and just starts pointing at
I
it.
don't want to be flashing those all over the town.
I already told the people who could be watching that they should allow this. What part of like the whole conversation we had in Dag did you not pick up on? Where it's like, if we play their game, we won't get killed by them. Equally, we can explain who we are the other side, because the people who are getting in the way in Dagdom and the Shaylin probably aren't great friends with the Hand of Yuria. We'll be fine. Stop getting scared of nothing. Get
Yeah,
scared
they're
of
real
really-
things to be afraid of.
Yeah, like time and space collapsing in on itself, like what happened to Matthias, or also these, and then she tumbles out all the shard mine. Like,
Jesus.
we found all of these dead bodies. Apparently, I thought they were Christians.
And you thought it was a great idea to just cart them around with you? That's bravo! What are
I
you trying-
thought they were. I literally thought they were things I could sell for money, but it turns out they're like people.
I mean, like, there's definitely people that trade in cadavers, so I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't rule it out.
I don't know. I feel like maybe.
Somehow I feel like the people who trade in cadavers don't specialize in, like, crystal cadavers.
This is also true. I don't know, you could always, like, sell them off to some idiot wizard and be like, haha, they're full of go-go juice, nerd.
Wait, no, I have a different idea. You guys keep talking. And Esme turns it back.
Oh my god.
Are you going to eat them? Is she eating them?
I hope.
I don't know CPR, this could get messy quick. I can dig a good grave, mind you, so we're all sorted.
Sorted on that end.
I've got a fine shovel arm.
So is that our plan then? Go meet Kathe.
Well, it's the first step. Oh my god.
It's alive.
I was expecting you to turn around and it's like a hand puppet.
Stop.
That happens too often with Esme.
Quick, someone cast a
book
mending on
diamond
these
is
shards.
one word lowercase. Like, I just love that's a very conscious
Yeah.
choice.
Which one of you can cast spells? Someone cast mending on my shards. Hurry, it's the only way.
You
I
should
don't
just
think that's how
stop.
mending works.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they are constructs.
Then construct them. Is
Why
there
would you
like
construct out of my face?
is
No,
there like
put the bodies away. Don't be disrespectful to the dead.
is there a port A to insert into slot B? Like, what do I do here?
I mean, first and foremost, okay, to answer your first question, there probably is if you have a good enough imagination. Secondly, put the corpses away.
That's rich coming from you.
I mean, I'm neither rich nor you, so have at thee, fiend.
Okay, I'll stop.
But also, we're in another person's place of business, and we have to be respectful. So, no acting the maggot, as the youth say, apparently.
Okay, fine. Are there any shard mines here? Have they seen me desecrate their brethren's corpses? I
There
probably should
is
stop.
not, and thankfully they haven't. If there were any, that is.
Unless they're watching me through the blood diamond, which they could be doing. Anyway, so I feel like we've come to the conclusion of going to Yuria and not Dead Man's Haven. Even though Dead Man's Haven is probably like the coolest place to go.
feel like
I mean,
we've
there's,
avoided
like,
it for too long.
Out of character, when was the last time we were in Yuria?
Before, the last time was.
Esme, that was when
It
I took a
was-
break for like
yeah,
3
when-
weeks.
Yeah.
when Neil was gone. It was
Okay.
a good.
I'm pretty
it
sure
was-
the Hand of Yuria didn't exist the last time
no,
we were
last
in
time we
Yuria.
left. Last time we were in Europe, there was no queen. There was no hand.
Oh
Like,
god.
we haven't
That's
been in
a lot.
Yuria for like at least half a year out of in real time.
Oh god, that's a lot.
The reason being was, I believe I came and convinced us to go and try and find out more
brought news
information.
of like a queen and said like, oh, we gotta gather information and stuff.
No, we left Yuria because
You're
you
going
gave
to
the
the.
machete to your man, and we
Yeah.
needed to get out of
Yeah,
Dodge.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you just went on that
Slipping, yeah.
quest to
The
get the
last
loot.
time we were in Yuria was just after. No, the last time we were the machete was the first time we went to Dagdom. We came back since and we did the whole Smoliver thing. Then we left.
Oh God.
Remember Smalliver? Oh my
Small
Yeah.
liver? Small
Yeah, the
liver.
last time we were in Yuria was Smalliver, and then we went to
Beanie
Mora's
Ring,
village. So yeah,
beanie
that was
ring.
it was
Beanie
session
ring.
20, and this is now session 50. So it was more than half a year ago.
That is no.
Yeah, it was
That is-
session 20.
That is not.
Oh my
No.
God.
I'm looking at the
You are
YouTube
wrong.
page. You know, it was 21.
You're wrong,
21.
Laura. It did not take us 25 sessions to go in a
It
straight
took
line.
29 sessions for us to get back to Yuria. But
No, it did not. It
Yeah,
did
it
not
did.
take us 29
Yeah, it did.
sessions to walk in a straight
Yeah, it
line.
did.
That's a lot of hours.
No,
Yeah, it did.
it cannot have taken
Neil,
29
we have
sessions.
been in Yuria twice, and it was within the first 20 sessions, and then we
I
left and
regret
never
asking
came
this
back.
question.
Anyway, we're going to
Yeah, the
Yuria.
Baron leans over and he's like, Isadora, why did you ask this? Like, what the fuck?
Let's go to Borea, Ishaelin, Aerith, Dagdom, and then Yuria. I think I thought that would only take like maybe
A few weeks.
a max 20 sessions.
Yeah.
He was wrong.
Yeah, he was. Like, that's so long ago. Anyway, well, now it feels like I haven't been there since. Oh, fuck, yeah. I've fallen in love with like multiple people since then. I should probably go to Yuria and see if the first woman I fell in love with, well, probably second woman I fell in love with is like still there, or if her daughter can tell me where she is. Let's go do that.
Before we leave, Baron, do you have a forge here? I can't remember. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Could I use it for a while?
Well, why don't we like rest here for the evening and then go?
Let's
You
maybe,
technically,
I think we
you
should take a few days before we
yeah,
head out.
you have to stay here for a few days.
Why? What?
Because maybe someone put in an order with one of the goblin blacksmiths and it won't be ready for several days. How about that?
Yeah.
There
Okay,
you go.
well-
Rizbit just spoiled the fake post. Fucking well done, Rizzy Fizzy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, no,
Let's
Rizbit went to
figure
a
it for a few days.
blacksmith and was like, hey, ho, Barbie girl, scoot. And he was like, yeah, 4 days. But
Scoot by the air. Well, that's fine. Isadora, we'll spend some time teaching you how to read
Yay.
and write and whatnot. While Coda does his loser science thing.
hey, ho, don't disgruntle the poor chap over his interests.
I mean, I've seen what
Anyway.
his family
quite
do.
used to it, don't worry.
They are not poor.
I mean, you don't have to be wealthy to be rich. Or if you have lots of gold, doesn't necessarily mean you're rich either. So, like, you know what I mean? But they could be poor of heart. They could be, you know, poor of freedom. They could be poor of, you know, stimulation in terms of living. I mean,
Poor of,
Baron, I hate to burst your bubble, but I have to imagine that it helps a little bit.
I mean, I won't lie. It does. Oh, when I had money, we balled hard.
oh my god. We balled hard. Anyway, let's go back to drinking. Thank you, Baron. You are dismissed.
Yeah, if we're staying here for 2 days, I'm gonna go drinking, like, out of character, I'm gonna go drinking tonight and then do the rest of the days in the forge.
Can
Well,
we,
you
like-
have fun. Like, the Baron would join, but he's dismissed.
Like,
Can we-
we have not had, like, many drinks in character since we got back from that desert, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Are we doing carousing?
I want to.
I feel like
Equally-
it's been a long time.
Well, actually,
I
hold
feel
on. Do we
good
want to
for
save?
carousing.
Do we want to save like carousing for actually getting to Yuria?
But I mean, if we carouse in Yuria, there's such a risk of us doing something, like, really stupid that will get us killed. Whereas here, we can carouse pretty much without too much fear of, like, awful
Why don't we
game-breaking
carouse
things
in
happening.
both places?
That also,
Yeah, let's carouse everywhere.
Let's just, I mean,
Yeah.
I vote carousing. But I
Do
don't
that.
I am.
Well,
Before we go carousing, Darren, did Virion buy that thing?
He did.
Okay, cool.
Sneaky people being sneaky.
I'm fairly certain we were told exactly
Oh,
what
was
he
it?
bought.
Wait, was it gloves?
Oh, yes.
No, just one glove.
Oh yeah, for your
Back in
withered
a
old man hand.
My Dumbledore hand.
Your Dumbledore hand. Hey, you're halfway to no arm warlock aesthetic, buddy. You keep this up, Andrew, and one
Varian
day
is
you'll have
so much
stolen
better than
my
him.
aesthetic. Were you about to say Varian is so much better than Rust because I will fight
I wasn't about to say that. I said literally that.
you?
I mean, Rust is a pirate. Like, that's pretty cool.
Well, was a pirate. Now she's just a person with no ship.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a land pirate.
I'm not
Yeah.
getting into this discussion.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep this to this game. That's Monday's problem.
It's gonna be your weak ass's problem in a minute.
I know.
So, Darren,
I think Darren just said he'd be right back.
fine.
here.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Darren, I call back the Baron on one of the nights we are here and tell him to get absolutely shit-faced drunk with us.
Such a fun night ahead. I'm trying to find the carousing table that like essentially can happen in a seedy estate, not a seedy.
Oh
yeah,
my
sure,
god!
fuck it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on.
Oh, we're not doing full carousing? Come on, Darren. Live
No.
word.
Did you not hear what I said? I was trying to find the tape. Oh, okay, no, give me D100s. What? No, anything bad happens, blame it on Coda. D100s, everyone.
69, Darren. Lol.
Yeah, 69.
That has to be a dirty one. I hope it's dirty.
It's definitely gonna be dirty, and there's no one here I can do dirty things with.
I mean,
I mean,
there's
there's
people-
hams.
I mean, depending on your preference, the Baron.
Darren,
Hello.
I'm gonna roll my D100.
Okay.
But while Risbet is getting drunk, at some point, he's going to roll the dice.
Oh, neat.
I knew the second you.
Oh
opened
wow!
your mouth,
Oh wait, no,
what
that's
you
the
were
wrong
gonna
one.
say.
I got excited.
But he's gonna go out to the woods and roll it.
This had better be on our 50th. This had better.
Esme
Someone
goes
had better
to-
fuck a ham.
Esme wants to sneak along with Risbet. Oh my
he's
god!
Easy.
Like,
Give me
anybody
that
wanna go roll my dice?
GM roll. Gives a GM. Whoever's rolling that friggin' dice, give me a GM roll of D10,000.
I'll do it now.
D10,000.
It is.
It's amazing.
Just
I'm
hope he doesn't read
terrified.
99999 because then the closest moon is gonna come for you. It'll get you.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Darren,
Please, literally, please.
Session 50. Act like
Um,
fight the moon.
Amy, you need to re-roll.
Okay.
Just because it doesn't, the location, it can't happen.
Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. That's why I'm just double checking
Oh
out.
my god, Darren.
That's a high one.
What did you get?
Darren,
No.
Hello.
have you read it?
I haven't. I'm checking everyone's rolls. 1 sec.
Okay.
Ian sent
Ian,
it
I
to
don't like the sound of this. Ian.
me. Ian, send it to me. Whisper
Oh
to me
God!
now.
Read again. Roll again, Amy. Let me double check what Ian rolled now.
Why is
No,
that
no,
not on?
Darren.
don't let him tell you to not.
Darren, can I roll it in front of everybody?
1 second. Hold on. Oh my God! There's so many
Please,
fucking
Ian,
numbers.
Don't fuck us over, please.
Why are you asking him? It's not like he has final say
You
in what
just said,
fucking
can I roll
happens.
it in front of everyone? And I don't
Yeah, but I
understand
mean,
at all.
let me see what it says first, and then we'll go from there.
You're gonna laugh, Darren.
Oh, I always do. Holy shit! I fucking hate numbers. There's so many of them. Hold on, let me just... There. Okay, I'm on the wrong fucking.
Darren's going mental.
Here, Amy, just roll again, yeah?
Yeah, we just keep rolling. Keep rolling till you get something else.
Yeah, you can do that in front of everyone.
Sweet.
Thank God.
Okay, let's go down the line. 90. Oh Jesus, what's this now?
The closest moon.
Okay,
explodes.
that we can work with that, right? Let's start at the top, right? So, Coda. Oddly enough, 69 isn't that dirty nor funny. Yeah, it's really fucking.
Your legs in the wall.
Coda, you wake up in an basically between two buildings, like with the worst hangover you've ever had. There is a group of goblins poking you with a stick, wondering aloud if you're dead or not, and if they can loot you. Yes, nothing too amazing. Right, Virion, where are you?
Deal from him.
Virion, you wake up in your bed, your knuckles bruised, bloodied, and full of splinters. Your pockets are filled with fresh produce. You have a vague memory of a fruit cart looking at you funny.
A fruit cart what?
Looking at you funny.
Oh. Can we retcon that to be a cabbage wagon?
Sure.
Yes.
Retcons.
Well, cabbage is a fruit.
And like Izzy is
Is it someone's wife? Is it someone's
Like,
wife?
no. You wake up in the Baron's groundskeeper, which is a Fuckland, for the record, cottage, his little side house. You have a number of bound minor wounds, and on the nearest chair is a suit made from fox that looks like has been savaged by dogs. Waiting for you on a table is a warm pot of tea, 4 D10s of gold, and a note saying thank you.
Oh God.
Sorry, can you read all that out again?
You were
Sure,
dressed up in
buddy.
a fox suit and you got like chased by dogs.
Yeah, you basically like fulfilled some poor goblin's furry sex fantasy. Well done, buddy. Hold on,
Yeah,
one
alright.
sec. I'll send you.
How much gold do I
Yeah,
get?
4d10.
40-10.
Yo, geez, nice. Okay, Esme, turn.
Profit.
Ian, what happened to the dice?
Gotta wait and
So
see.
concerned.
I
This
want
is gonna
to
happen
know.
while you're carousing, so you'll get the carousing roll and the dice roll at once.
Yeah.
That's kind of that was. I feel like
Oh.
Esme,
yeah.
you wake up in your own bed, but
Oh,
you're wearing something that's slightly tight.
Ooh.
Yeah, you look down and you realize you're wearing like goblin armor that doesn't fit you.
Ooh.
And at the bottom of the bed, like at the base of the bed, is a unconscious goblin that is hogtied.
Is it Risbin?
I mean, like, it is not Risbit, and Risbit got that and the other thing, right? Let's see what happens.
67 is what I got. But I think we should probably do the GM roll first.
Yeah, so at the start of the night, Risbit's like, drinking. You're like, yeah, buddy. And he's like, oh, it's my die. And like halfway through the drinks, after the die hits the ground, you just see Risbit's head just starts to rotate around like Exorcist style. Like you hear like bones snapping and stuff, and like it's pulling, and then it goes to the front, and it basically does a full 360, and like he seems perfectly fine. On top of that, Risbit, the next day, I love Risbit. Oh man, you're all a bunch of sick fucks. You wake up in the nearby barn. You go to speak, but you can't because you have a saddle in your mouth, like the reins in the saddle. You have you're
my
naked
God.
and you have whip marks on your butt. You are 1d10 richer.
Yay! Yay!
Nice. That's
Good.
That's,
Yeah,
that seems like
that's
a lot of hard work for 3 gold.
yeah, that does, doesn't it? Like you get a d10, it's like well.
You were taken advantage of. You should have paid twice for that one.
Here, look. It's just what Esme threw at me, so it's okay.
Oh, I like immediately when I read that, I was in my head. I was like, "It's fucking definitely Esme." Yeah. So good carousing, guys. No one broke anything.
No one broke the game. Well done.
Well, it's nice to know that we're wanted.
And just for consistency, because with all my other carousing rolls, can I also be naked?
No.
Yeah, sure. Like you can expose yourself to a heap of goblin
Heap of
children.
goblins.
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean they're Pokemon's.
Hey,
A heapoglobins.
A heap of. Oh my god.
He just rolls over, just gives them full frontal. It's like, ah, ah, ah.
So drink it up, boys. Actually, let
That
me
is
just.
by far the least weird carousing roll I've gotten. Usually I get the weirdest one. This is great.
Oh my god.
Let's just see what the Baron got since he went drinking.
The Baron went drinking.
Ooh. What did Dave do?
Oh Jesus.
Other than Greta.
I mean, that was pretty much his night. Like he definitely after Risbit wakes up and's like, what a bunch of weirdos. Like on the other side of the barn beside the hay, you just see Dave's head shoot up in the same kind of thing, and like it cuts.
Oh god.
Well, we don't have a CD club, but the Baron wakes up somewhere in an undisclosed location in the house, wearing nothing but a G-string and 2d10s worth of copper beside him. So yeah, he had a nice.
He had a good time.
He-
He's in
he-
Wolf's pub.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He was just like, hey, you ever wanted to do a totally live guy before?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Totally alive.
He walks up to the cutest guy in the bar and he's like, hey honey, I'm to die for.
Wait.
Jesus fuck. I love the Baron so much.
Oh, maybe Risbit should kill the Baron.
How dare you?
I'm just not fully convinced he needs to keep on living if this is his life.
No, look. We me the Baron for his money.
He's our sugar
Yes,
daddy, to be
man,
fair.
money. He is the sugar daddy.
Uh-huh.
Like
Right.
no one's asked, but he definitely just has a room in the house that's just full of gold. Like,
Oh my
it's
god,
just
it's
like,
Scrooge McDuck Vault.
yeah, like no, literally, like he's like, and this is where I keep my gold. It just opens like a door, a shitty wooden door, and it's just like sticks his hand in. It's like, buy yourself something nice. Throws handfuls of gold.
It's a banana, Michael. How much could it cost? $10?
Oh,
There's money in the house. Yeah, I know. In real estate, no, there's money in my house. So, guys, a few days pass.
Can
You know,
I,
there's
while
carousing.
days are passing,
You
can
see
I
the
roll
Yeah.
banana
my
stand.
inventing things? I basically just want to finish the elemental attachment.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how many rolls that would take, but I will take a few days on it. Wow, that's 1 success and 2 failures. How many rolls do I get? It's what, was 2 per day?
Make one more and we'll make it an even 4.
2 successes, 2 failures.
So you are basically back at the exact same point in
Yeah.
time that you were. You're like,
I have
you're
made
like
no
2 steps
progress.
forward, 2 steps back.
Awesome.
It's like that
I
scene
mean,
in
I
The
feel
Amazing
like his
Spider-Man,
hangover, 'cause
where
instead
like
of
Coda goes, yeah, like it's like he goes to activate it and it just like, you know, discharges and he's like, well, there just melts half my work. That's fine.
I mean, he said it was the worst hangover ever, so it could definitely be like a 4-day hangover.
Oh god, yeah.
I mean, equally.
Like
you can
Wub's alcohol is like, you know, out of this world. It's literally poison. No, I kid. That's what Wub says. They're like, you'll die if you drink that. No, you will. Aww. Also, since the days have passed, Risbit, your thingamajiggy is thingamajig.
Sweet.
What are you jigging?
My
He was
thingamajigs.
getting armor made, wasn't he? Or weapon? I can't remember.
Armor improved.
It's that plate mail he was looking around for ages, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Quick, everybody use mending to fix it.
What?
What was that bird screech you just
It
made?
sounded like Neil.
It was me. Something bad almost happened.
It's a sexy noise.
It's actually
That's a mating
like
call.
it's the Luigi falling off the track in Mario Kart noise. Oh, I miss.
If people are like doing their like getting ready stuff, and just before we head out, the night before we head out, Isadora is going to walk into Wub's pub when it's a little bit quieter and there aren't as many people around, and she's going to agree to join the guild.
Ooh, I thought you were going to perform and I was going to use my bad performance but that's fine.
Yeah, no, she's going to agree to join the guild.
Yeah, essentially, like, yeah, the same old taking back room, you know, Isadora, there's this thingy, you get your little cards, little face, you know, like Senior or Lady Isadorington with the sparkly, wiggly eyes. Good in the hood.
And I thank Wub for his offer and for appearing in our lives in a weird time.
They're like, yeah, no, I'm happy to be here. So, guys, with Isadoring doing that, Risbit flaunting his new place, you know, it's like, ooh, look at me. What's the plan of attack? What do people wish to do or trek on or wish to trek?
Oh, Jesus.
It's like a monkey knife fight, but with goblins.
Risbit
Jojo, what do they do to your beautiful face?
Rizzo just walks in and he's like, stab it.
he just starts poking her with the
Oh
big
my
sword. It's
god.
Like, no, you stop doing this.
It's one of those Polygon masks that has the golf label on it.
Oh my god. As like, are you guys essentially gearing up to leave now?
I mean, I feel like I spent all my time in the forge, yeah, so I have nothing else I can do.
Yeah, like as you guys are like, gearing up to be like, well, we'll just get some rations off you and we will be Hunzo Dunzo Gonzo. The Baron like hands you a gem and he's like, okay, so that fell off.
What?
Hey, whoa, hey.
What are you kids doing?
He's like, look, in Vern's home there should be like a teleportation room. I have one in my home. Just basically we need to reconnect the two. So like, as I know your dear friend Coda was wasn't sure what the story is with coming and going of Yuria. I don't know. I'm assuming you can still walk in. I can't imagine them turning citizens of Yuria. Well, like I know some of your citizens, I believe. I assume. So yeah. Can't see them turning you away. As for coming and going, I don't know. I'm sure it's probably fine. But on the off chance, anyway, if you want to be speedily get back here, Vern's home should have a teleportation room because I helped her, basically do it, create it. If you place this gem in the center, it will basically join up our two. The gem is consumed, but basically opens the link between my estate and Vern's estate or Vern's home, so you can quickly go between one and the other. So you want to log yourself? No, it's literally just like a small gemstone that's kind of like blue pulsating energy. He's like, it's basically that just puts in the correct GPS essentially. He's like, yeah, but it'll be consumed. It's shut up, and he slaps. Also, who's Yeah, basically it's fast travel between these 2 points.
Cute.
Sweet!
Well, goodbye. And then she leaves.
We'll keep in touch, Vern.
Yes.
That's
No,
fine.
no,
Yeah,
guys.
let me know.
Come on.
Oh, well, okay, but it's
I said
okay.
goodbye. It's over.
Yeah, no, let me know how talking to Kathe goes. She can be very temperamental. She's not like her mother. Those artist types.
Her mother. Are you trying to say her mother isn't temperamental?
I mean, in comparison to Kathe, no, yeah, Vern's a fucking walk in the park.
Oh, great.
Oh god, I'm going to be attracted to another woman again.
I'm gonna pat you on the shoulder. It's okay.
The
don't want
Vern's
to
like,
be in a
I don't know how to
relationship."
respond to that. Hey, yo. Finger
I
or
don't
hang
want to-
guns away in just
I don't want to be in a relationship where I can say it's not how your mother would have done it.
well. And on that note, you guys hit the road, and I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. I need to do a quick thing real quick.
Cool.
Sauce.
What's up in Yuria then? We go to see Kathe.
No, I feel like we can relax and maybe just have a look around.
Yeah.
Is there anything people want to do there?
Well,
Why is Virion a bird?
Because he leveled up.
So he just does this
He
without
just
any
takes it to a
prior
bird now?
warning.
Specifically, while Corvus is on my shoulder, I can merge into his body, and we can just
Oh.
fly around.
That's rad.
That is very rad.
So if you were to if you were flying and I was to shoot you, would you unmerge from the body and then fall from a great height?
I don't. I think you'd have to kill Corvus for that to happen, and then
Well,
I would
I'm
automatically
I'm-
kick his body.
Well,
Oh, so it's like a druid thing. You automatically reverse.
I
animal
think
gets killed.
so.
Cool.
It says that I have the. Actually, it's really weird because it's obviously unearthed arcana, so the rules aren't
Yeah.
great. But it says I have the benefits that I would have of Corvus being on my shoulder while I'm in this form. And one of those benefits is while Corvus is on my shoulder, he can't be targeted by attacks.
That's
I feel
definitely
like-
a oversight, I think, in the rules. Because that means you
Yeah.
just can't be targeted. You're just invincible.
Well, like, while I'm in that form, I can't attack. Like, I can only take the search, hide, and aid actions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so maybe it is a thing that you can't get targeted. I don't know. I guess that's something you have to clear with Darren.
Well, is there anything people would like to do in Yuria?
Let's get like a feel for the place.
I just want to see what's happening.
Yeah, that's what I
We
mean.
have
Well,
not been back since the hand was formed, since the queen arrived.
it's
we don't
been
know
a
how
while.
it's
Well, we've had news since when we
been.
were in a
That news,
shale
We
and
haven't seen the extent of it.
yeah, but I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's not dangerous, disturbing, or I don't know, some other D word at all. Sure, it's fine, Coda. I'm sure it's fine. We'll stop into your parents. We'll give them.
Hello.
Oh no,
How's about that?
Coda, have you been speaking to your parents?
I've gotten a few letters. Why?
Did they ever mention anything about like an invitation they might have received?
No. Why?
No reason.
Why?
Nothing. Just
Esme, why?
enjoy speaking to your parents when you see them. I'm going over here. She just kind of starts like long stepping towards Yuria. Like, oh fuck, I should have fixed that. Oh, yeah. Forgot I did that. Oh well. That does seem so long ago now. Well, yeah, Darren, we all just head the fuck out.
Cool.
Also, Vincent is now a bird. A Virian.
A verb.
Vincent, Virian,
So you guys, ride fast and hard on your horses.
Alfie, whatever.
I forgot we had horses.
Do I have a horse?
Everybody always fucking does.
I forgot that I had a horse. Oh my god, what's her name?
We got them after Borea, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we did. My horse's name's Cheryl.
His name what?
Cheryl. Guys, actually, just as we're riding along, we haven't fully confirmed or resolved the conspiracy of Karens, so we need to start keeping an eye out for that. It was an awful lot of them the last time we were here, and who knows? Let's hope all the Karens haven't been killed.
I'm sure we'll find plenty of conspiracies to add to our list.
Yeah, we'll go in there, we'll find lots of things to make us paranoid.
Yeah. So you guys travel for, for the most part, it's, grand for a few days. Esme, I swear to God, turn off your echo.
What? I'm not.
It was literally you. I have Discord open.
Well, I don't know what's happening.
I'm speaking, your mic is picking it up, and it's echoing back to me.
How is it doing that? Hold on.
I mean, I literally am not there, so I have no clue. But anyway, 3 days later, oh my god, you guys are traveling on, horses, full gallop. It's kind of a moody grey day, and in the distance you can see, those spirals of crows along the roads, in the horizon, essentially. Something you'd see only when, birds are circling dead, essentially.
Varian, turn into a bird and see what's happening up there.
Crows are not the same as ravens.
That is literally not even close to the point.
Nevermore. Haha, got him. References. Never mind, continue.
You can turn into a bird and fly into them. They're not... I don't think birds have bird racism. Now who could have answered that? Tenchu. But equally, go. That was...
Darren, can I go scout out what the birds are looking at?
Yes, you notice that the birdie birds are circling individuals that seem to have been impaled by very large pikes and are kind of basically dug into the ground, so the pikes are straight up and the bodies are kind of up in the air, and the birds are all having an owl din-dins.
Okay. I come back to the party and I say, Esme, you won't believe it. They're almost as uptight as you are.
Oh, fuck.
Uptight about what?
Well, it's just they have sticks up their ass, you have sticks up your ass.
I mean, listen, what I do on my nights off is my business, and I will thank you not to air it so publicly in front of my friends, your colleagues. But I would require further clarification about sticks in assholes, if you please.
Oh, well, in all seriousness, they're all dead. It's quite horrible. Impaled.
Oh, it's a bloodbath up there, man. You just, woohoo.
But any opportunity to roast you.
Wait. Back up. Like, past the sass, what happened?
It looks like many people have been killed and impaled. Or impaled and then killed. I'm not really clear on what order it happened in.
I would have led with that for future reference.
Ugh. Darren,
But it
as we're
sounds
traveling
cool.
on, do we see this? Like, is it at the side of the road?
Yeah, as you guys get closer, you see it, essentially.
Darren,
Yeah, it seems to have yes.
Whereabouts? So, like, what direction are we traveling to? Are we going, like, just straight across towards the road from Aerith, or whereabouts are we?
The purple X is the Baron, right?
Yeah.
So we took like the road.
Yeah,
We're taking
shot.
the roads, yeah, we're taking the road. from
Yeah,
there.
like shot down, cut through Earth. It's about like here. That is a one fucked up X.
Well, this is concerning. Let us hope that they are no one we know, and we should investigate further.
Yeah, as you like essentially ride closer, you'll notice that like it's pretty much as Virion described it. Like 7 people seem to have been impaled and thrust upwards into the sky, and they're kind of like the balancing act of the ages. And crows are having a grand old time. The one in the middle seems to have like a notice like hanging from their body, and written in Common, Dwarven, and Elven, which y'all would recognize as the 3 most like kind of common languages. Someone's bound to speak at least one of them, kind of thing. It says, by her royal decree, the majesty of you, or by her royal decree, the Queen of Yuria has ordered that all bandits, highwaymen, robbers, killers, etc., are to be given sky burials. And it's basically that exact thing written like 3 times.
Well, all I'm going to say is, thank God I got to kill a bandit and steal its spine before now.
Darren, like, just totally. I know I wouldn't like in character have any reference for this, but just like I'm so curious to know if it was those bandits who like sassed Esme fucking months ago.
They were hand members, they weren't bandits.
Oh, they were hand members. Shit,
Yeah.
they were
No,
bandits.
there was bandits who sassed me in a Shaylin as well that I didn't
Oh,
get
there
to.
were, yeah,
Oh.
the robbers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably got eaten. Let's be serious.
The fact that I never found out what the hand members took into Dagdom still hurts.
That's probably like a super important piece of information.
So yeah, there's your fucking State of the Nation, lads.
I mean, I'm happy to see bandits getting treated this way. I'm not sure, really, if this is a bad thing.
You're part of a thieves guild.
Actually, I'm just going to correct you, I'm part of a bounty hunting crew. I actually go seek out people like this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't realize you did a different kind of crime.
Well, yeah.
Fucking
like,
Isadora's Sandmaster. Like.
I do crimes and I get forgiven for them because I'm doing it to stop other criminals. They were just criminals. It's
Yes, but who
It's really
in
high
Queen's
concept.
Law
It's a lot.
will understand
It's
that.
really I'm picturing Esme like saying that on the horse you walk by. It's like, actually, it's really complicated. Okay?
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it, okay?
There's like
You know
3
that I've been
levels
through.
in the guild I'm in. there's like bottom level shill, middle management, and then top dog. And I'm still bottom level shill right now.
I talk like I'm not, but I am.
I don't know if the Queen's laws will make that distinction though between good-natured bounty hunter and bandit.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be fine. We're very just like, in fairness, guys. She joined the guilds. Now, also, the joining of the guilds has resulted in, a Shaylin being destroyed. But who knows? She could be
Shaylin isn't
a right
destroyed.
person.
You guys saved the Shaylin. What are you talking about?
Almost being destroyed. Listen, God.
Yeah, no, almost being destroyed and being destroyed are two different fucking things. You definitely said destroy. You didn't say almost.
Well, you're gonna get almost your ass kicked in a minute, kid. Anyway,
So, yeah.
look, I stand by. I'm not actively supporting this. I'm being a dick. But also, Coda, you're the one who's very pro get the fuck into Yuria, so maybe get the fuck over the fact that it's going to be scary now, because it's not going to get better by crying about it.
Well, it's good to know what we're walking into.
Fair.
It's
Fair.
better to know these things than to just vanish and hope for the best.
So, you guys ride past.
Yeah.
And for the remainder of the few days travel, it's pretty solid. Like, there's no real... Like, it's kind of... You get hit by some rain, you manage to find shelter, it's all okay. So in the distance, you guys can see the walls of Yuria. You haven't seen them in quite some time. It's very, like, I don't know. Whatever your character would feel seeing those walls, they feel that, is what I'm saying. Boom, storytelling. Yeah. Whatever works, do that. Oh, something's bathing. So, as you guys, ride towards the gates, you notice that there is in the distance, your elf eyes, even though not all of you are elves, spot a small, line waiting to go into the city. Very small. As you get closer, you realize about maybe 5 people. And by the time you kind of get up to the gates, it's kind of down to 2 people. And when you're dismounting horses to be like, aha, I'm next, they're kind of gone in. And you notice that at the gate, there seems to be some sort of booth that says the words the letters I.C.M. Neil, you are still echoing, just to let you know. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But yeah, ICM. Underneath that, it says, for your protection. And 2 individuals dressed in kind of black leather armor, black boots, black pants, black military jacket with kind of gold trimmings, kind of see you's approach and kind of don't go out to see you, but clearly are they're a guard. They're in a guard formation sort of thing. And when they see you approach, they kind of straighten up and fix their helmets, which are kind of like a silver, not a dark, I'm not mad. Oh yeah, it's kind of like a not polished silver. It's a helmet that kind of goes all the way over. It depicts a plain face, kind of basically a seeker's face, but it's silver. It's clearly a helmet because where the ears are, you can kind of see it's been cut and hooped. So you can see a pair of elf ears and a pair of dark-skinned human ears jutting out, and it's quite clearly it's just been sat onto their head like a helmet sort of thing. They're looking at you approach, and behind the booth / table is a very big and chunky warforged with the letters ICM written on them as well. And yeah, do you guys approach, or what's the plan, guys? I'm thinking you guys are kind of a couple of feet back, kind of just surveying the land, kind of drinking it in.
Do these guards look like Hand of Yuria?
Yes, they have the hand sigil over their breast.
Well, this is scary, but equally what we expected. So
Yes, we were. Tighter security was to be expected. But how do we get past them?
I mean, okay. I'm not going to lie to you. There's no getting past. There is going through.
Are they gonna
You're
stop
going to.
us?
No, we're going. Not probably not, because we're going to be able to describe who we are and get away with it.
Alright, Halo, well met, my dudes. She approaches the booth.
Yeah,
Well met,
Esme's like
dude.
right behind her. It's like, yeah, I don't know why we're talking about this. There's no point in trying to sneak into the fucking siege city. Like, we're going to just not get away with it.
As you hail and well met, my dudes, the Warforged kind of puckers up and turns to you, and you notice that they're basically their torso is one gigantic kind of misshapen rectangle, and where their face in quotations would be is like just a gigantic circular disc that has like one singular light sticking out of it. And they're like, "Oh, papers, please."
We haven't been to the city in a while, so this is new to us. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Icom. Or ISM, or whatever. I don't know. It's ICM, but we've been told that you have to say it like Icom, so it like humanizes it, and like their two robot hands come up and like humanize it, because integrating robots into like Yurian society is like off-putting to the masses, so we have to humanize it, so it's a smoother transition.
What does ICM mean?
Identity confirmation matrix. I basically make sure you're you, and they hand crossbow gun.
Well, like I said, it's been a while since we're in the city. What papers do you need?
Okay, so I need IDs, but do any of you have permanent residence? Because if you don't have your papers, it's fine. If you're a resident, you get them for free. If you're not a resident, they're going to set you back 15 gold, and they're only temporary. You can only stay in certain designated inns, and after a period of 2 weeks, you got to leave.
How?
Just hold on 2 seconds there, team. I just need to, if we can just step back a moment.
Darren, can you put these cuties' name in the chat?
Sure.
He's so cute. I like them.
This was the thing you put up the other day?
Oh, the thing on Twitter? Yeah, well, that was one of the designs. I was like trying to draw them, and I was like, oh my god, you
Yeah.
nerd.
I haven't seen that.
Esme, what you thinking?
Is she like
I'm
beckoning us all back? Is she like calling us away? Or?
Yeah, just hold on. I have an idea just to ease this, but just allow me to think about it before I do anything.
Yeah, like when
else.
Esme,
Yeah.
when Esme takes a step back, you see the two. Ow, my! What the hell was that? You see the two guards kind of like cut to attention, and one of them kind of like just places their hand on their what looks like a baton, a jet black baton. It's clear. It's like basically a small baseball bat. It's not a bat baton. It's more like a small baseball bat. That's jet black. Got 3 rings near the top, kind of like copper colored. Like basically copper. And yeah, they're kind of like they see you step back, but they don't like follow you. But when you take a step back, they clearly like note your movement and clearly like make a gesture to be like, "What are you doing?"
I'm legit just checking something before I do anything else. But
Yeah.
talk amongst yourselves. Isn't that a cute Warforged?
Wow, like I knew it wouldn't be easy getting in, but this is crazy. I mean, they're essentially. I mean, if they can dictate how long someone stays in a city, how controlled must it be inside?
Well, they clearly want to have tabs on every citizen. They've got towers with giant eyes in them. They need to know everyone who's in here, who's coming and going. It's all surveillance, but I don't know why. I suppose to keep the resistance in check? Or something.
Maybe?
I mean, maybe surveillance isn't such a bad thing because, you know, remember there was a dragon attack? I'm also again being facetious just because literally sometimes these ideas look really good on paper, but the problem is the wrong people have the power. Esme should have all of the surveillance power. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we don't plan on staying long. 2 weeks would probably be enough.
Well, what I was going to say was, for the purposes of actually, you know, easing the transition right now, we can say we live in my family home, or that we're going to move in there. Particularly the people who don't have a family home here. And,
Okay, if you think it'll work.
I think it might, or at the very least, it'll serve as a. Yes, these are the people who are entering into this city, and this is where they will be staying. I'm not happy we have to stay there, but still. And we might not stay there immediately, but it's one of those things of.
I mean, you two are permanent residents anyway, so it's cool,
Well, I
right?
wouldn't want to give my details.
Oh.
Okay, so do you want to say that you're moving in with me too?
I think yes.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go. Darren, I swan up to the ICM robot and I say, I'm Esme Nilo of the Nilos in the Nilo house. We're all
On
moving in
Nilo
there.
Hill.
I would love if she has a house on a hill that's called the Nilo Hill.
It's basically Count Olaf's house.
Yes!
They're like the Nilos, and it's like turns, and it's like, oh, it keeps turning. Yeah. What's beep?
The eyes
Lol.
are everywhere.
Like I know what it's from, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, yeah. He's like, yeah, no, you can do that. That's like an option if you're like, a resident here. You basically vouch for these individuals. So if they were, say, caught breaking like the law or committing some unsavory act that I catch them doing, they will be punished accordingly. But you will also be punished accordingly due to the fact that you're essentially like vouching for them. So they'll be like by proxy, you'll be by proxy getting slapped on the wrists for anything they do. And
So
also,
will I get the same sentence, or will I get a reduced sentence for just being party to what's
it honestly depends on the situation, the crime, and the detail.
okay?
But
So
normally, it's the
let's
same and/or something worse. As
let's just throw it out there, okay?
Uh-huh.
My friend here, she just points at Coda. It's like my friend here. He gets in a fight with an old man in a bar, and then accidentally like slits his throat in an alleyway, right? Because he's living in my house. Am I going to be put to death because he killed someone, or am I just going to get like a few years service? Like how is this going to work? Because like
you'd probably get like a slightly reduced, like a robot hand comes in like only slightly.
Okay, well, like would I walk away with my life?
Again, it depends on it's circumstantial.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Of course
ICM.
it doesn't need discussing because we're not going to break any laws, are we, Esme?
Well, look, hold on. I am not your mother. You need to know that morally you shouldn't break laws on your own regard. And now,
Yeah, Coda, why do you have to slit old man throats? What's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
that's barbaric. Why you gotta be like that? It's a peaceful town.
like, all I'm gonna say is, now my life is in all of your hands. So if any of you kill me, I'm going to call my girlfriend from the afterlife and get her to bring me to your afterlife so I can kick your ass. So, yeah, like I just because all of you individually, like all of you collectively, but also all of you individually are now responsible for my life.
Let's go inside. Let's stop talking. Let's go inside.
Actually,
look, remember
Isom, you mentioned something very interesting. You said it's a peaceful town. And like I said earlier, it's been quite a while since we've been here. So what is the town like these days?
Oh, it's quiet. There's some crime, but I catch them sneaky individuals with my eye, like kind of like gestures to his eye. It's like, you see, because like I'm like this city-wide consciousness. It's like when you go in, you'll see these towers with like giant eyeballs, and it's basically me, always watching, always searching, making sure no one's being me.
They keep you busy then.
Yeah, but it helps because it's for your protection.
Well, thank you very much.
I just love like the change. As I was like, it's so cute. And I was like, fucking kill it.
No,
I
guys, we're gonna get the surveillance system on our side. It's gonna
Yes,
be
Isadora.
fine.
Yes, no, you're dead right. That's what we're gonna do.
Is he
Yeah.
like abruptly leaning over the counter? It's like, guys, I don't
It's
think
cool.
they can hear us. Group huddle.
ICM, can you stop my hand so I can get back in if I leave? Just like, let's get this done now, please.
Well,
need to
hold
get
on. I
inside.
need to just confirm that you're a Nilo because you can't just claim to live here. You know what I mean? So if you take,
I mean, look at my face. Look at how beautiful I am.
okay. Well, I mean, not my type. But I'm gonna look at your face and cross-reference the old databanks. So basically, he gestures to like a small stool that's slightly off to the right. It's like really shoddy, shitty. Clearly, has seen a lot of butt action. A lot of butt action. Wow. Okay. That was a sentence I read with my own two fucking eyes. Like that is something that my eyes witnessed. Oh boy. But yeah, he kind of stares at you and you see the lights start to blink and it's kind of like basically dial-up tones. And he's like, after a couple of seconds, he's like, yeah, you're a Nilo, face, it makes sense. Okay, so, and basically pulls out like a small slate, like not a slate, but like a chunk thicker than your average piece of card. Basically starts flinging your details like Esme Nilo, citizen number, X, blah, 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 blah. Does like where you're like against, basically it's just an ID card, like a passport. And where like our photos of ourselves be, he basically does like that lines down and like basically vertical and horizontal thing that Sonny does in the iRobot movie. Like that kind of drawing of like a really like hyper detailed drawing of Esme and like puts in all the appropriate thing and it's it's a purple color. Because Esme is basically the one vouching for everybody else, and he dips it into like a mold of resin and like heats it and shaves it, so it's basically like a really nice fancy ID card. Full scarecrow.
That's your student number.
That looks like a student number. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember my old student number. I feel like that's a good way to have my citizen number.
But yeah, it's basically that, and like, do you guys like one by one? Esme's card is purple. Everyone else's is green. Due to the fact that you and like it says on your card that you're basically like proxy to the Nilo clan. As for telling people's names, do you tell it how it is? Like Isidore, Tanner, Risbeth, Salfio, Virian, Morelle, and Coda. What does Coda say?
Give Coda, Darren. I'm not a moron.
I mean, I'm not going to comment on that. But yeah, like he's like, oh, Coda, that's nice, exotic. Basically everyone gets their ID cards and their papers, and like nice little doodles of you. He's like, enjoy your stay. And he gestures to the city gates.
Thank you.
As you walk past like the masked guards, they kind of just follow your like direction with their gaze, but you can't see what they're looking at because plain faces made of
They're
metal.
checking us out.
That's new.
It's a big bridge.
Oh, no map.
Half-Pint Warzone.
Warzone.
Yeah, I like nearly dragged you guys into this map about 7 times. I literally had it open one day by mistake, and Laura was like, "Can I hop on Roll20?" And I like nearly like had to like jump through like a room to get to my laptop to be like, "It's fine. There's no spoilers at all."
Oh, it's cool. So what gate are we going in?
You guys are going. Oh, that's Roll20 exploding.
I
You guys
like
are going in that one.
I like
So what's the first thing we see when we go in?
You notice that in the skyline in the distance is basically the Mechanist Tower looks different. It's different shape, different size, much bigger. You notice that the Mage's Tower is equally much bigger, different shape, and it seems to be joined by some sort of like what we'd call a sky bridge. But like you guys would also probably be like, hey, it looks like a bridge that's in the sky. So there we go, that's a name. That's a name that we're going to give it now. But yeah, it's like very exotic, and it's like, big, huge, seeker-esque relief is coming out of both buildings, like, gazing down, and it's like just underneath, it's like for your protection. Immediately, like at ground level when you walk in, you notice, like, the streets are kind of, grand. It looks like it's kind of been cleaned up a smidge. Like, someone's clearly gone through with a broom. But as you come in, you notice that there is a gigantic copper-ish bronzy tower about maybe 25 feet from you, about 15 feet tall, and at the top of it is a gigantic eye that's just kind of rotating and looking. And it kind of, like, basically it's got robotic eyelids that blinks every so often. But because it's why not? Because it just looks unnerving. Literally, I was like, you could give it eyelids. Let's, because just why not?
Real Metropolis.
Who else is excited to see that the mages and the mechanists have joined forces so completely? I, for one, as a citizen of the city, think it is pretty fucking great.
She's saying this. She's screaming this at the watchtower.
Yeah. I, for
Boy,
one, as
I
a
love the
citizen,
hand
love
of
it.
Yuria.
She just has her back to like the nearest statue, but she's like right beside it, saying it loudly to the party. It's like, I think this is very good.
I, for one, love subjugation.
I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords.
But yeah, like you notice, like people are kind of going about their day. The general mood hasn't changed. What did I just click? But you notice that like some of the individuals that you saw guarding the front gate are kind of just strolling. You know, like two of them, you know, just walking. They by hand gestures, you see they must be talking, but they're kind of in the same attire, same black uniform with gold edges, trimmings, hand of Yuria symbol, and like those weird, like black and copper baton club thingies hanging out at their side.
Good morning, officer.
Citizen.
Esme just nods. He's like, friends, let's go and visit some of our associates. Perhaps it might be best to go and see our friend Kathe, or potentially someone else. Anyone any suggestions?
On our ID cards, where does it say we're allowed to go?
It just basically says citizen membership. It doesn't say like you're not allowed to go anywhere.
All right, okay.
Let's go to Kathe and see what the situation is, and then see what we are free to do.
Are you sure you don't want to go somewhere else first?
I, for one,
Take
think.
risks.
Ah, yes, this was a risk-free thing to do in the first place.
Well, you know what I mean. We're here to see Kathe.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely not just here to see Kathe, but let's go.
She's house sitting for Vern, right?
Yeah, we're living there. Like, I feel like that might be a family home.
Yeah, but like from the knowledge you were told was that like, you know, if you need Kathe, she's in Megaf.
Before we meet with anyone else, we should find out from her what the real situation is.
All right.
Well, follow me, friends. I'm gonna go and see the daughter of the woman I love. Well, one of them.
I wouldn't introduce yourself as that.
Hey, listen. If I'm going to introduce myself to her as stepmom, that's my business.
Cool, just don't expect me to be in, like, blasting range of you when you do.
I can use evasion. It's fine. Alright, I go to Kathe's house.
So basically, you guys trek across the city. You know, there seems to be a lot more steam emanating from the buildings, or a lot more tubes and basically exhaust and a bit more mechanized, engineering. But anyone, again, I really need to, actually, that's what I'm doing. Before anyone logs off tonight, you're all telling me your passives. Anyone with a passive above 11 notices when you're walking just on your merry way, something catches your little eye down an alleyway. And you can see several what you assume to be City Watch members beating the living shit out of like two elves, and like they're just going to town with these bats. And like when you glance down, like you see one of them is basically like more towards you, like basically standing guard, arms folded, like sees you looking, and just like, you know, all you get is a grunt and like, move along.
Let's keep moving.
I agree.
I just got the image of Risbit not being tall enough to see ICM because of the table. It's just like ears pointing up. It's like, hey, and he's like, oh, a hand that speaks. Yeah, so you guys, you know, again, going to Vern's house several times, you kind of know the way. Like Virion obviously wouldn't be any fucking details. So it hesitates, holds back for a second, but follows. Cool. Yeah, leaving that lovely sign of silver protection in the dust. There, as you progress through the city, you know that there's loads of propaganda, loads of posters being like, everything is either ICM, the new city watch, seekers, but it's always kind of like watching you, and like the tagline is always like for your protection kind of thing. It's like, it's like your neighbors is a resistance sympathizer, let your watchmen know so they can, rectify the situation, all that kind of shit, like really sell out your neighbor kind of shit. But yeah, eventually, again, it takes you quite a while because I keep forgetting the absolute colossal size of Yuria technically in terms of scope. But yeah, you get there. There's definitely a tram system in the works, guys, if you look up there. I swear to God. There definitely is. Although locomotives haven't been made yet. But anyway, yeah, you guys keep going and you eventually turn the road and, in the distance at the end of the street, you can see like Vern's house. That what you know to be Vern's house.
Vern's house again?
She lives around kind of like near the Half Pint slums / one of the garrisons.
Well, let's keep moving. Chop chop, people. Let's go.
Can I just ask a out of character, Darren? You know how ICM said people still weren't used to robots being integrated into society? Were Warforged not that commonly seen beforehand?
No, it's more a case of they were commonly seen, but like people would have been like, "What is that?" Like there was definitely a bit of like disconnect. And like again, they would have been seen as like second-class citizens given the awful jobs. Most of them either would have like basically worked for near slavery levels, or joined like say the Watch or the guilds to basically try get themselves out of poverty. But the message that he gave you was more along the lines of like, we're trying to get people more into seeing people like me, not necessarily equal rights, guys.
More the eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more a case of, hey, you guys are going to see a lot more fucking weird mechanical shit. Get used to it, or get used to it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No. Just curious.
That's mixed. Asks such a question. What is exploding? Good God, roll 20. What are you doing?
Everything is exploding, Darren.
Who has the gem for the portal?
I'll assume you do if you have the back.
Yeah, let's just say you do.
Yeah, like it's definitely there, unless
someone.
it's a case of like the Baron hands it to the party get an item. But yeah, you guys, I'm assuming approach Vern's house, or what would you like to do? You kind of like at the gate leading to the garden to the walkway. You kind of.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh God.
Equally, Kathe, it's me, your mother's lover. None of
You
this is in
knock the
character.
door.
Yeah, none of this is in character. I'm going to knock.
You knock at the door. Yeah, kind of big tunk tunk tunk, and like about 2 minutes pass before you hear someone moving in the house. And when the door swings open, and before you is clearly someone who has just woken up, their hair's tossed. They've got a blanket draped over them. Before you is a female halfling with jet white hair, bits of paint is in it and stuff. It's kind of like all tossed and turned again. She's clearly been sleeping. Although she has the blanket thrown over her, it's kind of like haphazardly, like she's holding it half asleep. So you could tell that she's nude, covered in all various tattoos of arcane, arcane
Symbology.
Design. Yeah, symbology. Yeah, sure. And she's like, "Oh God, what?
Hi, we're friends of your mother's.
Hi. Okay.
Can we come in?
Fine." Basically just walks off. Doesn't be like, "Come in." It's just close the door.
So you're Kathe.
"Oh, what are you, city watchman? What do you want?" And goes behind one of those, the changing thingy-majiggy.
Yeah.
And basically, it's you see a blanket fly over and the t-shirt kind of get pulled down, sort of thing.
We're looking for a few.
Okay, yeah, well, apologies for like the whole like nude thing. I didn't think I'd have visitors.
The Baron sent us, if that makes a difference.
Oh,
Your mother
that's
might
that
have said to expect us either.
Well, she said to expect a group of people. There was like a demon dude and an Eladrin chick, and as she's naming this off, she kind of like looks over and she's like, "Oh, okay, so yeah, you guys are here." I think she left a note for you somewhere. I'm not sure. I'll go find it. Sit down or don't. I don't care. And just like disappears like down the hallway. You hear like a belch kind of thing. It's like, ugh.
So she's
The-
gone.
The sitting room is like completely changed around. It's like covered in basically like those kind of heavy duty not drapes, but like the blankets, things that like house painters throw down to basically just
Yeah.
stop paint going everywhere. Those
Like
kind
a
of things.
tarp?
They're draped over all the. Yeah, like a tarp, like a. Run down the hall and see where I end up with real. Oh yeah, do please. But essentially, yeah, it's like there's canvases everywhere. There's a giant one with a stool that's kind of like half began or half finished. It looks like it's a giant painting of Yuria. But yeah, about like 2 or 3 minutes, she go by and she kind of like reappears and she's like, "Yeah, here it is," and like it's like a sealed envelope kind of thing. She's like, "Here you go," throws it over and she's like, "Can I get you anything? Tea, coffee, a hard drink, some drugs? What do you want?"
I would not mind a hard drink, whatever the hardest drink you have in this house could be. And then I am opening that letter.
I'll go with tea. I'm still hungover.
Hey, don't get hungover if you keep drinking, buddy. She basically like screams at the top of her lungs, which I won't replicate because there's people in my house. Rose, liquor, please, and like kicks the ground and like basically a square opens up in the ground, like a bottle of like what one might refer to as whiskey, like shoots up out of the ground, and she grabs it and she's like, "Here you go." Hands
Is
the
Rose
bottle
the
to
house's
Esme.
name?
What are you, a cop?
No, I've been here before. I never heard your mother refer to the house as her name.
Yeah, well, they have like that whole mental thing going on. It's all very like Rose doesn't like me, I don't like her. It's a love-hate relationship. Ain't that right, Rosie? Like slaps the wall, and the wall kind of like ripples back and
Text
forth.
her. Just
Yeah,
turn
like
into a
literally,
fist
it's like
and punches
yeah,
her.
it's like you're lucky there's company.
Oh my
Kill
God.
you. And
I
she's like,
wanna
"I'll
be
get your
friends with
tea."
them.
She's like, "I'll get you your tea. It's cool. I'll get it." Okay, sit down. If you see like a cat, don't touch it. Okay, leave the cat alone. If a cat comes in, okay, good, bye.
What's wrong with the cat?
Like she pops her head back and she says, "Don't touch it."
Why?
It's like, can you not just? This is literally my home, sir.
I understand it's your home. But
Then you should
why
accept
should I not
my
take the cat?
rules regarding the kitty cat at all costs.
I accept your rules. I just don't know why I should do it.
Like it doesn't end well, okay?
Kath, can I just say you might be stuck in this loop for a while? Can you make tea while you do it?
Okay, I'm gonna go drink alcohol as well while I make the tea.
Cool, thanks.
Alcohol's good. Can I have some too?
Share some of the bottle with the demon boy.
I'm a
Not
goblin.
the demon boy, the fucking Eladrin that asked for the alcohol. I apologize.
The name is Esme, by the way.
Hello, Esme. Yeah, share with Esme.
Okay. Or is it like leans over for the bottle?
Yeah, Esme takes a swig and then just passes it up.
Yeah, so I will send you that note in a second. It's half. I want to go grab water. Yeah, breakdown. So basically, in 10 minutes or so, give or take, guys. So yeah, 1, 2 break sort of thing.
Alrighty, we're on break. I've just noticed that in the very top right-hand corner of the Yuria map, it says boobs, more boobs.
Oh, it sure as heck does.
Oh, and there's the bottom of the map. There's Sheriff Harkin sucks. This is still true. Has Darren seen this yet?
Darren
When
seen
Harkin
this yet.
wasn't dead, and then you talked to him and he died fun times. Oh no, you're
True
bringing me back to
facts.
session 6 guilt, Darren. Whatever the fuck it was that Harkin died.
Your guilt is divided into sections.
Oh yeah. There's like a litmus test scale of Coda's guilt. Just dropping the image because I realized that the the video could not see the stuff I was cursing over, putting on the
Trust
screen.
us, you're missing peak hilarity.
So, Esme pours over the little letter, and she has a little sniffle. She's like, and then she says, I think we already knew this, but it's nice to know for certain. Vern has gone into the underworld. She's gone to see Harkin, and she's not sure how long it'll be. She also has to be incredibly careful while she's there, because it says in the letter that she knows people down there. Personally, I think that reads more like she's killed and sent a lot of people down there, which means they probably want her dead. So, fun stuff just from Bay.
Serious Orpheus vibes.
But if anything happens to her, Kathe will find out, and I'll say it to Kathe when she comes back, but I think her mother intends for her to tell me. And I'd say that's probably all built into the failsafe or whatever happens when it happens. And then she wishes us all the best, and she'll hopes to return soon to help us.
Wow. Any other info?
I wish, but honestly, no.
So there's no P.S. Esme was the best lay I've ever had or anything.
Well, it's addressed to me, so I feel like that's enough.
I feel like that's a lie.
Well, it's an unreally it's nice that way. But now that we've had a minute to kind of just relax, Esme just full on Dex coded the arm.
Wait, does she actually she just punched
No, yeah, no.
Okay.
She starts hitting him, but it's not.
What?
She's not trying to hurt him, but she's also not if she ends up accidentally
If she
bruising him,
accidentally
she won't
bruises
care.
him, it's fine. Yeah, okay. Why are you punching me?
You see those two elves?
Yes.
Those are the reasons I didn't want to come here.
Yes.
We're not equipped to help those people yet. If
I
we
know.
do anything, we're gonna get killed.
I know.
Full on, turned inside out. And that sucks. And I shouldn't. I'm angry. We have to deal with that. I'm I'm
So am
full
I.
on angry.
No. We learned our lesson back in Dagnum. No more being noble.
Who's being noble? Sorry, I
Nobody.
wasn't paying attention. No, God.
Nobody. We learned our lesson.
As Isadora says that Kathe appears with a tray full of tea and is yeah, nobility fucking sucks.
I mean, you're not wrong, Kathe.
Speaking of nobility, how about this new queen?
Oh, Arabella, yeah, she's a real head case, really up her own arse, really grand messiah complex fucking bitch.
So
I don't really I don't go. I don't. Well, no, it's not that. I don't know. I don't like anybody. But I don't go. I don't go out enough to care.
Darren, how old is she?
I can't remember how. I can't remember how halflings work. But basically, she looks like she's in her late 30s. Not late 30s,
Oh,
late
okay.
20s, late 20s, early 30s.
Okay, I was picturing
But
a sullen teenager by the way she's talking.
But
No,
that's
she
it.
she definitely carries herself. She clearly hasn't got over herself yet. Mom, I'm going to our college. You don't understand my projects.
So, Darren, you're saying that Kathe is all of us.
Angst. Oh yeah. Just literal angst.
That's fine. I know who
That was
Kathe
just a
is.
question.
She's a queen.
Yeah, do you guys have a place to stay with that curfew and stuff? You can't be walking around at night.
What time's the curfew?
I think ever since that whole Dagdom spiel caught wind, it's 7 p.m. or something.
Oh yeah, Dagnum was fun.
Yeah.
And by fun, I mean absolutely horrendous.
The worst.
Oh,
Are you-
why? How do you guys know about that?
We were there.
We've on. Oh shit!
Here, so
You go on.
You're talking about the siege.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah,
so
we were-
we're all on the same page. God knows what else could have happened to Dagnum while we were
In the back.
elsewhere.
You guys heard about Dag? What about it? It's not there anymore. It's well. No, yeah, she's like, yeah, no, the siege, like, we've only heard, like, tidbits, in the ether kind of thing. Like, we just heard it was under attack. It was gloomy, but it's no longer under attack, and not everybody died. That's basically it. That's what I
Can I
thought.
just ask a very quick question? Do you know
Yes.
anything about, like, your mother was a particularly apt magical user and seemingly knew a lot about traveling through different planes? Do you know anything about that?
No, I wouldn't know anything like that.
Okay, that's fine. Essentially, we found ourselves, so we were dealing with this lich, and I'm still not too sure, but then she holds up her big book of lich things. And it's like, but this is going to teach me at some point. But we were fighting a lich, and then she sent us to basically the place between, like, the place where things that fall through the cracks go. And it was a desert, and we saw giant robots fighting, and then some stuff that we probably don't need to go into. And yeah,
Well,
it
that
was
is-
terrifying.
That does not sound like a conventional evening spent. I will agree.
Yeah, it's not great. So here's hoping that, well, equally, she's just kind of like, oh, okay, oh,
But
nothing. But yeah, it's just one of those things, like, I think it's like the place betwixt. I don't know. I feel like things. Like, you're an art college girl, you're your mother's daughter.
you take a lot of drugs.
feel
You've
like you
probably
get
seen
it.
some other dimensions.
They were real. She's like, like, I don't know, like, I'm more into, like, fire and explodey stuff and all that thing. Yeah.
I mean, are you sure you are?
Yeah.
I feel like you know more than you're letting on.
I feel like you're asking a lot of invasive questions for people who just showed up to my house 20 minutes ago and asked for alcohol and tea, but, I don't like to point out people's flaws and all.
Hey, hold on.
I'd
Okay.
like to point out we were offered alcohol and tea.
That's also a fair
Yeah.
point. Hey,
You got me. Yeah, to be fair, I was half awake. I would have offered you pretty much. I probably offered you drugs, didn't I?
Yeah.
See?
Rose.
You got me
I
there.
don't want to accuse you of anything. We're working for the same side here.
Rose.
Well,
has
like, oh, yeah.
just. I know. I'm not your owner, and I can't beseech you to do anything. But I don't know if you can, like, give some acknowledgement of the fact that we've proven to be good based on your connection to Vern. That'd be really good. Like, knock 3 times or something. I don't know.
The floorboards creak really loudly, and Kathe is like sipping her tea. She's like, "Oh yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you? You'd take their side."
Esme is just basically both hands out
Like
from her
this
side. It's just
house.
like, what do you think, Kat? Like, if the house says we're cool, we're probably cool. It's a house. Like,
I mean, if the house says you're cool, like, to be fair, please take that with a grain of salt. That the house lives to spite me. So
oh my god, Kat, you have a real problem with this house.
like, all I'm saying is, if someone wasn't, like, so gluttonous and all my toys, that she, like, kicks the floorboards
Oh my
as a
god.
kid, like, I'm sure I probably would have been a happy person, but sure, here we are. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
look, Kath, we got a new house. It's alive. Yeah.
I fucking love.
Just very awkwardly sipping tea, like, oh no.
That
Well,
scene in
Kath,
Breaking Bad where
that's
Jesse just, like, starts
Oh, the
shoveling
dinner.
spaghetti in so he doesn't have to talk.
The house ate Kat's toys.
I've literally made that note in my notebook because I just love
Like,
it so
there's
much.
there's definitely her early paintings and quotations were definitely just, like, kids' toys. It's like, what does it mean, Kath? It's like, nothing.
You stay away
it
from my
represents
dog.
loss.
Yeah. I don't know, Mom. You're the artiste. Flying jar of paint.
Stop. Anyway, look. If there's anything we can do to help you trust us, like, she just turns the letter over. It's like, I feel like your mom has told you to tell us. It will be telling you to tell us if she's in danger. So, like, we're probably on the up and up. we're connected to Baron Tobias Wiggle Wattle the Bald. We were involved in we were involved in helping stop what happened in Dagenham, or trying to stop. We fully helped stop the stuff that happened in Shaylin. Did you hear about that?
I heard, inklings. Look, at the end of the day, yeah, you can be who you say you are, which is fine. The house, I'm sure it's totally legit. What the house says. She eyes the walls. Which is look, before we continue, you're gonna do some, prove your worth, as you said.
Perfect, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, so there's this book I want from a shop that I don't feel like paying for.
Oh, God, we're gonna get arrested.
So you're gonna, see, that's it. You see, because if you're here because of Toby, it means you've got an interest in certain things. She totally doesn't go over and taps the wire in your chest. She's you might have an interest in certain groups. So yeah, I suppose if you want to prove you're up to the task, you got to steal a book. You got to steal the specific book. You can't get caught, and you got to do it during curfew.
But why?
Can't we just wait for the book?
She sips her tea and she's like, "Oh, I can feel the power."
I hate you.
This isn't about proving ourselves. You just want to make our lives miserable,
Hey,
which I respect.
she's just you know what? I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah, it's pretty much just because I can.
Okay, what's the book?
Whereabouts, first of all, just because I need to see how willing I am
Let
to try
me
this
guess.
tonight.
Let me guess. Arabella keeps it on her bedside table.
Close, but no cigar. No, it's near the square, near the opposite the bank. There's a lovely little shop there, Maud's Magical Artifacts. She's definitely not absolutely Asmodeus incarnate, I swear. And I've definitely never thought about bricking the side of her head, but she has a book.
What
it's really
toys
big.
did she steal off you?
I'm sure the house could eat Eladrins. Do you want to keep going? Maud's Magical Artifacts. It's a giant tome. It's literally in the middle of the shop behind a glass cabinet. It's impossible to miss. But yeah, it's probably got some really neat spells and magical stuff in it.
What's the name of the book?
Hold on, I'm gonna write it down because I can't speak well. Jesus,
Literally, stop.
How dare you make me read that with my own eyes?
What was the one from our science daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote this one down. Sorry.
Studies.
Check me out, Science Daddy.
Yeah. Laura, please stop writing incriminating evidence.
No.
I've only written 2 quotes in this session. The first one was, "Hail and well met, my dudes."
But yeah, you get me that, in the Magnus Factorum, you gave me that book, and I'll give you my contact. Wow, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Don't get arrested, because I will literally deny knowing you.
You want us to do this during the day, or what did you say?
Well, during
curfew, buddy. If you're
How
in for
big is her shop?
I mean, it's your average shop, your average corner store.
Okay,
Yeah.
Or
but
this is in near the bank, Darren.
Yeah, it's opposite the bank.
Is it in the market district, or is it just its own?
It's kind of here. Basically, guys, it's in between the official city bank in the shadow of the Mage's Tower, right beside a guard's garrison. So.
Hooray!
Cool.
Hey guys, what if I just go alone and sneak in and steal it and then leave? And then only one of us dies, or gets taken to the prisons.
I don't like that.
No.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. With respect to our darling Risbit, carrying him around...
Send him in.
Is going to be of no...
You let me pet the cat, no go.
Oh my god, Risbit. Yeah, Kathe, what's the deal with the cat?
She's like, fine, I'll get the friggin' cat. And she's like, Pip!
Oh no,
Oh,
this cat has a
Jesus.
voice.
I know what this
This
is.
cat has a voice.
You hear big toosh, toosh, heavy feet,
No.
1, 2. it's like echoes through the house, and like you see a shadow along the wall as it comes to like the door frame of like to enter the room, and it shrinks and becomes like you hear meow, and a cat that is definitely not made of smoke appears, and she's like, "See, look, it's a really regular cat."
Rizwick goes over and starts trying to pet it, and it's like, "Who's a good kitty? Who's a good kitty?" And I'm like,
The cat's just like, "I am a good kitty."
like,
Look,
is this not phased by this? He's just
yeah,
like,
like I have to say, we've been in another dimension. This is pretty chill.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is 100% chill, my dude.
Oh god. He's reflecting our speech back at us. It's a mimic! Well, let's... Kathe, is this literally the only thing that you're willing to let us, like...
I mean, now that I see how much distraught and pain it's causing you, literally, yes.
What's this gonna prove? What are we?
Gotta prove that
Okay,
we're-
I'm glad you asked that. Like, you know, Icarus.
Icarus what? I thought your name was Coda. What are you using aliases for in our house?
But yeah, so it's basically proving that one, I'm right. Two, it means you're willing to break the law, and three, you're willing to break the law under curfew. Because if you're going to be operating and doing dodgy things in this city, you're going to have to do probably all three of them, two of them. The third thing is like me being right, and that's just always a given. But you know what I mean? It shows that you're like, you know, willing to do it, willing to break the law, and willing to do it on curfew. Because, oh boy, the streets during curfew are, you know, hashtag not nice, as the kids say. Hashtags don't exist.
Look, can you tell us what that involves at least? What happens after curfew?
Basically, what happens after curfew is that anyone who doesn't have the correct papers, aka anyone who's like below, like citizen and below, like including us, unless you have like a permit, you're not allowed on the streets. Like, you know, the guards will stop you, ask for your papers. Most of the time, they just fine you and bring you back to your like house. Although there is obviously the select few that clearly love to wave their watch membership privileges around and, you know, beat the living shit out of you and throw you in the slammer.
Okay,
"Oh, that
well,
boy in the slammer."
has curfew started? Because that's just...
Nah, it's like 5.
Okay, hold on.
Do we want to do this right away?
Yeah, no, I do. I really
Might as
do.
well get it over with.
I'd sooner know if I'm going to end up in prison on this visit to Yuria now than find out in 2 or 3 weeks that I'm going to be sent to prison here. You know, I'd sooner get sent to prison before I have a chance to miss any of my friends because I've come and spoken to them while we're here. Or, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll get put in with those 2 elves we saw getting their asses beat earlier. Thanks again, Kathe, for bringing us to Yuria.
Kathe is like sipping her tea and she's like, I am sensing tension. So what's that about?
What's
Have you ever
going on here?
Have you ever considered painting, Esme?
Esme just starts stabbing a canvas but with paint.
Father! But like, yeah, you guys are welcome to stay the night. Like, there's plenty of rooms. And by plenty, I mean there's literally an infinite amount of them. So.
Should we head out before curfew and sort of scope the place out?
Yes, maybe that's a good idea. See the way out of the shop.
Yeah, sure. Let's go do that. Let's go see Maud.
She's like, ta-ta now.
See you soon, Kathe. Goodbye, Rose, and also Pip the cat.
Goodbye.
I love that.
As you go, he's just looking at himself in the mirror. He's like, "Who is the pretty kitty?" Like gigantic teeth, like smoky body with like gigantic teeth. He's like, "I'm a pretty."
Like flat teeth.
Yeah, like huge mouth, like.
Okay, well, let's go.
And like from the window, all you hear is, "Why are you crying for, you little bitch?" But yeah, you guys. Hope she gets black bagged and taken somewhere she's not meant to be.
Yeah, like then I can save her, and then I can call her a bitch for everything she's done. but while she's in like an anti-magic cell, and then release her.
Like chained to a chair, beaten and bloody. He's just like, who's right, Kathe?
Oh, I love Kathe. I hate
Right.
20-year-olds. I hate millennials, Darren.
So you guys are going to mods.
Yeah.
Would this
Yeah,
be a
you
place
guys.
I'd be very familiar with, Darren?
You wouldn't be familiar with the specific shop, but the location, you'd kind of be like, yeah, I think it's down this kind of alley.
Like the
you know,
shop's
take
been
us that.
here forever. Like it's been here. Since...
Yeah, it's been a while, but like maybe like I don't know if Icarus
What if
or
Coda's
Coda
sister is here?
would have a reason to go into a magic shop in a sense, maybe to get like his materials, but like you like the actual shop itself doesn't like send off like, oh, I've been there, but you
Yeah.
definitely know the general like street. But yeah, you guys, you know, through the direction of both Coda, Esme, and kind of a general knowledge of Yuria at this point. You know, past a lot of towers, a lot of watchmen, a lot of, you know, civilians doing their thing.
What time
And,
of day is it?
It's about 5:30 now. You guys kind of left around 5, saying about half an hour to get here. And yeah, it's a case of you spot the shop like not almost immediately, but there's like, you know, a big sign. It's like, you know, mods, magic artifacts, and there's like a big, you know, like arcane eye. It's really like, you know, cliche out the wazoo. It's got like, you know, talking books in the windowsill. Like there's owls in cages, and it's like, oh come on, if you want to be a wizard, just a kind of like a very tall wood elf woman. Like you can see hurrying around the shop in like, you know, robes. Like her nose is cocked high, and she's like, you know, like very kind of spindly frame. Definitely like looks really friendly. But yeah, like if like just kind of like I'm assuming everyone's like faces are obnoxiously pressed to the window kind of thing. Like there seems to be one. Yeah, there's like two.
Can we go in?
Yeah, oh yeah, shop is open. Like you know, it's closing in. Like as you come in, all you hear is like, we're closing in half an hour.
That's
but yeah,
fine.
Okay, but there's like two, like, you know, a boy and an older woman who's kind of like leading around the shop, and they're kind of like clearly looking for something. But smack bang in the center of the room, like on display almost, is a very large tome. Like this is like big thing. Like it's basically the size of like a large laptop in terms of like, you know, heftiness. But like in a glass cabinet, it's like, you know, the Magnus Factorum. I don't even think that fucking actually translates to anything, but who cares? It sounds cool. You know, it's kind of got like, you know, golden page edges, and, you know, the cover kind of like sparkles, and, you know, like it's very snazzy. There's no kind of like price tag, and it's just like in a glass cabinet.
Oh, miss, what's that one? And she points to it.
And she's like, no, this is the Magnus Factorum, my dear. She's got like one of those like Cruella de Vil cigarettes in her hand. She's like, never.
Can I have one? I love it.
She's like, get out of my face. But it's like, oh, it's, you know, it's got the best spells any up and coming wizard could know. It, you know, it could take you from a fledgling to an absolute grandmaster instantly. It's amazing.
Ooh.
10,000 gold pieces.
Well, I guess I won't be becoming a grandmaster anytime soon. Tell me, how is your like collection organized? Is it by letter, or by like, is it by letter of topic, or by titles, or what?
Like A to Z.
Good. Okay, I'm looking for L, so I'm going to go and find L.
Okay, it's in the back there. She like gestures to like, you know, kind of like a mini library, kind of like, you know, row of books section.
Darren, I want to have a look around the place as if I'm just browsing, but really I want to be looking for like weak points. I want to see if I can find any sort of security system.
Yeah, sure. Give me investigate.
Yeah.
I'm just going to direct you to the giant eye on the front of the shop.
Yeah, was that like a watch eye,
No,
or was that like a
that was
eye?
like, yeah, that was just like more like
Yeah.
painted on, like, you know, the arcane eye, the third eye.
Ooh,
Mages.
that's not great.
Esme, if you're looking for that book, give me an investigation.
I'm not really
is-
looking for a book.
Oh.
I'm kind of scanning, but as well, I'm more just kind of like, what's going on around this shop?
Okay, before we give, I guess, results to rolls, Coda, Risbit, what y'all doing?
Rizba's just sort of like looking around. He's like, people in here are too smart for me.
Aw.
So he's just sort of like probably following Esme.
Esme holds his hand.
Aw. It's like, yeah, you can cast fireball, shithead, but I can cast sword. It's like stab.
Yeah. Start stabbing all the books.
If I roll correctly, I can also cast fireball.
If you,
Yeah.
1 in 10,000 chance of casting fireball.
Yeah. Rizvit's just like, can your book do this? Oh wait, I think Food's your guys back in a second.
Okay.
But what if you were to roll the dice in the shop?
I would then steal the book.
I was like, before I went in, I was gonna say like, oh, don't anyone actually mention the book, because then if it goes missing, she'll be like, oh, those kids were asking about that book earlier today. So I was gonna say no one asked about it, but then immediately I forgot to say it.
Oh,
No one asked about
sorry.
it.
Whoops.
Don't worry, if Isadora gets in trouble, Esme also gets in trouble, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's another fun thing we have to worry about. Would it be
Esme
like
just
the
takes
whole
Coda.
Nilo
Esme
family
just
would-
takes Coda out. No, just Esme, by the sounds of things. But Esme just gonna take Coda aside at some point. It's like, just by virtue of the fact that you didn't declare who you were to get in, like, you had the opportunity to not take my life into your own hands, and now you have done it anyway. So leave that there.
Thanks.
I know. Here's hoping I don't get arrested, because then just like, definitely someone's fault that it isn't mine. Like, where's Virian gone? He's missing. Like, he could question, and then I'm arrested.
That's true.
See, Rizbit gets it. Hey kids, look at all this plight. Look at all the plight that's around here. Equally, was anyone else put off by the fact that there's a rank lower than citizen? Because I am.
Yep.
What do you call the people that move there that aren't citizens yet?
Oh no, I'm sure you get to be a citizen when someone vouches for you to get in. Like, I'm sure it isn't citizen and emigrant. I'm sure it's more like citizen and servant.
Hello?
Hello.
What are you talking about?
I'm mostly bullying Coda. Don't worry. Equally, we're concerned about the fact that there's a rank lower than...
There's a what?
A rank lower than citizen.
Anyway.
So what any rolls for anyone else, or is just
Yeah,
I
I'll
guess-
do an investigation to basically help case the joint. Hold on, sorry.
Yeah, I got a 12, which I assume was. Yay, Esme!
yeah. Is it you
Well
see
done.
like is everyone
I was just
run?
saying well done to Esme.
Good. Thank you.
So is it you see not a lot, but you can see that the glass near the front window is kind of like, I know there's something off about it, you can't quite put your finger on it, but it definitely doesn't seem like regular glass. Esme, when you inspect the, like, kind of like case the joint effectively, like, slightly, like, looking through the bookcase, you notice that despite all the visual, like, this book is in my glass case, it's amazing, there's actually security actually around the book. Like, most of it's very, like, a facade.
Mm.
And there, like, you do spot like a small door leading to a back room.
Yeah. I get what I get this. Can I? So is the back room door out of vision of the librarian woman?
Yeah, essentially, like, it's behind, like, the clerk's table.
Yeah. Oh, and where is she?
She's like walking around the shop, like, basically attending to anyone who like oh, how much is it?
Yeah. Oh, I know what to do. Esme like
Hang on,
swans
Edgar,
over
just for a
towards
second.
Isadora.
We were supposed to do this after curfew, right?
Just
Oh yeah, we're just taking the place out right
Yeah, no, I was thinking like we're not doing anything now, right? Okay, cool.
now. No.
I may do something slightly illegal, but I'm going to try and avoid having to do it if I don't have. Esme rolls over towards Isidore. It's like, hey, so you said it to me like kind of in confidence, but like, is it a problem if I mention the fact that you can't read to other people?
No. Why?
I was going to suggest that you distract the woman who is like the shop owner, because I saw a door and she like points. She does that thing where she's pointing to her chest, but like if you follow it through her chest, you'll see where she's pointing.
Right.
And she's like, if you were to go over to her and say, it's like, are there any magical books here that could teach me how to read in a like short space of time or anything like that?
I
Because it's a fairly legitimate thing.
I get you.
So if you do that, also, Rizbit, if you stick with Isidore, just so I have the best chance to be quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I give her a thumbs up, and then I walk over to the woman and I tap her on the shoulder. I say, "Miss, can I talk to you for a moment?"
He's like, yes. What is it, dear?
And she sort of like gestures over to a corner. I'm sorry. I know this is awkward. Can we talk in private?
Yes.
This is really embarrassing. I really want to get better at magic. My brother is a wizard. My grandfather was a wizard, but Mom and Dad really only had money to send one person to wizard school, and to be honest, I didn't even I'm not great with reading. No, it's not. It's complete bullshit.
Esme stops stealing to be like, holy shit, what?
I'm a pretty poor reader, and I was just wondering, do you have any books that might accommodate for that?
Can I have a persuasion?
Yes.
I know you can't read, but you know what I mean? Like, it's very, like...
The extra stuff in there.
Yeah. No, this is all horseshit. Don't worry.
Someday we'll figure it.
Yeah!
Face.
Yeah, like, she's like, oh my gosh, yes, no, come to the back room in the
Yeah,
darkest
give her, like,
corner.
Oh fuck.
The teary eyes and
In,
everything.
like, yeah, let's go to the blind spot of the cameras where we basically have to go behind a metal door to get to the book, so I can't see shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she essentially takes Isadora, like, you know, pats her on the shoulder, like, come this way, and like, it's at the very back, you know, the reading stuff. Like, you know, that's...
Is this mod, by the way?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so just a very quick question to like perceive around the joint. Is there a very standard heist movie skylight, Darren?
1 second.
Oh look, Coda's looking for the book where he like sold his
I'm
soul
not
to see if he
whispering
can.
at all. I am not doing anything, I swear.
Liar!
No,
Liar!
I was gonna, and then I was like, no, I'm not distracting from this. I'm just gonna stand here and do nothing.
What? Do something, Coda.
No, I'm doing nothing.
Okay, fine. Go so you can find more elves that are getting beat down, and then watch apparently, because that's what we get to do now. My baby don't mess around
sorry,
because he loves me so much. Yes, I know.
Just the printer thing. What's up?
So, is there a skylight that we might enter from above? Like, is there? So I'm looking for a point of entrance just to start. So
yeah, there's a skylight that's
and is
kind
there a
of
main
like, you
door?
know, illuminating the main area.
Okay.
There's a main door, and there's obviously windows that, like, a hefty brick combined with window could make any door.
Well, there's that. I want to go to that the like somewhat secret back door I saw earlier.
Sorry?
The somewhat secret back door I saw earlier.
Yes. That lead, like, or like, are you kind of like trying to look it over?
Yeah, I want to just check to see if there's any like obviously she's not a wizard, but symbols that she might like kind of consider, oh, maybe that's like an alarm trigger, and I don't want to step on it or interfere with it and cause the door to alert people to what I'm doing or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So is there anything, do I investigate? Or...
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Mm-hmm. Oh
no.
Yeah, you like it's basically inconclusive. You get like, oh no, it should be fine.
Okay, cool. I go up to the door.
You go through the door.
Well, I go up to it to see if it's open. I do the check to see if it's open.
Yeah, the jingle. Yeah, it's unlocked.
Cool. I'm gonna push it open.
It
Or
seems,
pull it, whatever is necessary.
it basically leads to a back room, but at the very back of it, you can see a very large chest. Not chest, safe.
Can I like toddle up to the safe, keeping an eye out for any like potential traps, tripwires, things like that?
Is it?
Like, I want to go over to the safe to check it out, but also keeping an eye out for like traps or tripwires or anything like that.
Yeah, cool. So give me an investigation roll.
Mm-hmm. Better.
Yeah, you notice that there is a wire going from the locking mechanism to like basically like a magic spell alarm. So if someone were to like fuck up, say like picking the lock or like putting in the wrong key, it would trigger the alarm.
Right. Okay. And that's on the safe itself.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But it looks like it could be lock-picked. It's not like a turn.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it's a lock pickable lock.
And is there any other like visible entrances or exits to this room beyond the one that I just came in?
Yeah, it seems to be like a back door that seems to be locked like 50 million times. There's like at least 7 locking mechanisms on it.
Hmm. Okie dokie. She leaves the room and closes the door behind her.
Yeah, as you like basically come out, she's like, oh well, I hope this book helps you, like, to the door, and she turns and kind of just sees you reappear in the main area, like just outside of like where it would arise suspicion, basically. And like, yeah, it's like
as she turns, I seize her hands and I shake them. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. You've absolutely changed my life.
Yeah, she's like, glad to help, dear.
And actually, just to seal the deal, I'm actually going to buy one.
Oh, nice. Cool.
How much am I spending for this ruse?
They're only 5 gold.
Cool.
Esme will also still sit down and work through the book like this is an investment worth doing.
Yeah, fuck, if I'm gonna lie, I might as well
get some.
Yeah, if you're gonna lie, you're gonna commit to it.
Yeah, like you might as well actually have you might as well lie about something that's true anyway.
Wait, what are you buying, Esme?
Esme's not buying anything.
Oh, I thought you said you were.
No. Esme was more just like, it's more important to like lie about the things in a way that's convincing. So lie about things that are true.
Yeah, that sets you back 5 gold.
Grant.
So do we leave?
Yeah, if you guys are done with that, you guys leave.
What did you find in the back?
There is a safe, and there is an alarm on that safe. So chances are we'll be very much at risk getting out that way. But well done, we managed to prevent getting caught, which is always handy. Will we see if there's anything nearby to get a drink, and then kind of make an attempt to make it look like we're just like, oh, having one before we go home for the curfew.
What are we going to do about the papers if we are stopped?
Well, our papers are reflective of who we are. Worst case scenario, if we say we're just new here, ICM can confirm the fact that yes, we are in fact.
Well, you won't.
Well, no, I mean in terms of while it was explained to us that we could get stopped and checked, we haven't actually acclimatized to the rules and anything like that. I'm not saying it's a good defense. No, they probably won't, but at the exact same time, if we're the people that they beat the shit out of for not knowing the rules yet, it only just makes them look worse. When in doubt, make them look worse anyway. Also, it's going to be hard for them to beat up Risbit, because realistically, if anyone even attempts to hit me, cut them apart.
I would indeed.
And, like, that's not great. Like, that's a worry. And she just looks at Risbit like dead on. Like, that's a legitimate worry. But I'm not going to tell him that he's wrong to do it, because he's probably not.
Like, if somebody tries to hit me first, I'm going to hit it back.
That's it. Like, don't start a fight you're not willing to finish.
Exactly.
That's going to get arrested anyway. So,
Yeah.
Darren, any ins around?
How far are we from the Hawk and Jester?
Quite a walk.
Alright, okay, it's not nearby. I was thinking if it was, we could drop in for old time.
Well, hold on. What direction is it?
Where are we again? Sorry. We're down near the bank?
We're like here, I think.
Oh,
We're up
okay.
there.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
at
the
bank.
B is bang. Apologies. And where is Hawk and Jester?
Hawk and Gesture was in the fancy district.
Up there.
In the Rich District? I thought it was near
Yeah.
the Watch HQ. No, I mean, you'd know better.
Yeah. Well, you pass a tavern called the Santi Sailor, so it's up to you.
Let's duck into the Staunty Sailor, because if we know that the Hawk and Jester is up closer to where we're going to be staying, or supposedly staying, we have less of an excuse to walk away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, good. What is it? The Salty Sailor?
That's what I heard.
What's going on? Sorry, my fucking thing is exploding.
And so the bar fight began.
Risbit hasn't had a good fight this session. He needs to punch someone.
I think Salty Sailor, yeah. Esme basically just swans up to the bar and is like, "One finger of whiskey, pal. Keep it neat." And what's a lady got to do to get a cigarette around here?
The tiefling woman behind the bar is like, "Alright, calm down."
Oh, I'm just messing. It's been a long time since I've been home. I suppose you get that a lot too, you know, the Salty Sailor. I'm sure you've got a lot of men on shore, though I have no idea where the sea is in relation to this place.
You'd be surprised how many people we don't get doing that, but I get where you're coming from.
Hey, look, aesthetics. You know, aren't aesthetics important? Beauty, the world, history, the future.
I mean, aesthetics aren't everything, mate.
I mean, you're dead right. What's your name, darling? Barman?
Sarah.
Hi, sir. I'm Esme.
Nice to meet you. One finger whiskey, was it?
Yes, and then obviously whatever else my friends would like. Friends, what would you like?
Whiskey.
Yeah, I'd like a whiskey. Coda, dear. Anything to
I still
drink?
feel a little hungover. It's been about a week.
You have a problem.
He
No,
has
that
a
was
delicate
very
stomach.
strong. Yes. No. Maybe.
It was like illicit goblin poaching.
Well, yeah,
From like kills.
you heard that right, Sarah. Illicit goblin pushing. We are quite the kooky characters. You'll never forget us.
I mean, I don't judge. Like, hey, we've all done some, shenanigans in our time, hey?
Oh, I'm sure we have. I'm sure we have.
Sarah, it's been a long time since we were in Yuria. What's the business?
Fear, and fear, I guess.
Coda.
No.
Do you know
Nothing.
her?
A little racist.
Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's a little racist.
Who isn't racist these days?
I mean, in this
She's
city,
like, myself, but okay.
but
But
what
yeah, no,
about
it's
the city
businesses.
policies?
The what?
What about the policies of the city? Are they racist? I don't think so, but they could be.
I mean, that's a loaded gun of that's a loaded crossbow of a conversation that, a fine, upstanding woman like myself who has a business to run and doesn't want to get blacklisted won't talk about. So, haha.
I mean, as a lady who is literally responsible for all of the people who is currently with her getting a drink, I equally don't want to get thrown in prison or have them thrown in prison and potentially killed. So, like,
Well, how about we just say the
making
weather's
conversation.
nice? Yeah, the weather's nice and we leave it at that.
oh, Sarah, you card.
It costs you like a gold for all the whiskeys, basically.
That's fine. Isadora.
Shadow vodka.
Oh,
Ooh, potatoes.
taters.
Oh my god. Dwarf. The dwarf drink is just vodka. Great.
What? But yeah, you guys effectively have your drinks brought to you, and Sarah's like summoned by a dwarven patron, and you're like, yeah, one sec, scoot down.
Guys, what if we were to just hop serving drinks and then
So you enjoy your beverage and don't go on carousing now.
we'll just no,
Not
I feel
nice.
like we'll relax until she's telling us it's time to leave. Like have another maybe not have a drink every hour, maybe just have a drink and then
Well, it wasn't that
Yeah,
long
well-
until
It
curfew,
was like
right?
5 o'clock. It's curfew was like
Yeah, it
7
was about like
minutes,
an.
so-
Yeah, it was 5:30 when you guys were like, Oh, hold on, my thingy's turned red. I'm not sure what's happening.
Darren's gonna die.
We're doing this tonight, yeah.
No, I think people are like trying to stream movies in my house now. Oh, okay, it's going back then.
Yes,
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a case of like at the 6 o'clock mark, you hear like a booming voice outside. It's like, dear citizens, for your protection, curfew will begin in 1 hour. That kind of. So you kind of have a clock as to when it's going to happen.
Should we make it look like, oh, well, time to head home, and then just like crouch in an alley for an hour? Or what?
I feel like we should hang out here until they're like
Image I had in my head of that was just fucking gorgeous.
Darren
It's like, oh hey, there's nothing in here. Dies behind trash can.
Yeah.
is the P a park? Actually,
Yeah,
no,
it's a city park.
Yeah, cool. We'll just stay here because we're not that far out. We're not that long out. We'll wait until she's full on kicking us out, and then we'll if she says, "Oh well, shouldn't you be getting a move on?" Within the first half an hour of the hour warning, we can just say that we live a half an hour. We're going to be staying half an hour away, so we can just hang out. Equally, we could get a room here if there's we'll find out if they have room. We could get rooms here for the night, potentially.
I don't really want to leave a trail, so to speak.
That's a fair point. I agree with your fair point.
I feel like Kathe has it safe. We just have to get it back to her in one piece.
Oh yeah, no, like I think we have to. I think for it to count, we actually do have to get it to her house for like tonight for it to matter. I hate her. Ooh, steal me a book because my house ate my toys. Like, what a fucking bitch! Like, I hate her. My house ate my toys is a really like serious thing that you get to say in your life, and you throw it away on. Ooh, I don't trust the people that my mother wrote a letter to and that the house responded well to. I love her. But yeah, let's just calmly finish our drinks. So, anybody looking forward to doing anything while we're here? Seeing any
Obeying the law.
sights? Aren't we excited? We're like,
Aren't we all good law bears?
let's go and see. We'll go and see the sights. Like, there seems to have been improvements to the Mechanist and Mages districts. We should probably go and see them, see what's up. I'm sure there's plenty to be seen there. I wonder who the head of the Sea Guard is. Well, actually, by the sounds of things, it's ICM. But I wonder if there's an actual sheriff in town.
I don't think ICM is in charge. ICM is just an enforcer.
I mean, who knows the rules better than something programmed to know the rules?
But who programmed the rules?
This is it. Probably not a sheriff. Probably a programmer.
Big
programmer named
philosophical
John.
discussion and miss our curfew.
Well, that's the plan. Yeah, pretty much. That's actually exactly what I'm trying to manipulate it.
Yeah, like the half an hour to like basically 6:30, like Sarah comes over and is like, "Hey, you guys like need to go. I need to close up shop. The curfew.
Oh yeah,
I ain't getting penalized."
She next to drinking. Like, well, she licks the glass because she's finished.
Seduction, like, I'm attractive.
I'm hot. I'm really hot. But
Oh God, bleh.
But yeah, she leaves like, oh, let's go home, friends. We're going to sneak into the alleyway nearby to the shop, and then we'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah, you effectively leave, find an alleyway close to mods, and duck in. You hear citizens, it is 15 minutes till curfew. Please return to your homes as it is for your protection. Eventually it counts down and it's like curfew is in full effect.
Guys, if the guards come, just make it look like you're kissing someone in the group, and we can make it sound like we just got caught up in the moment.
Why do we have to kiss?
I don't know. That might make it seem more passionate. Maybe love will trump hate. Equally, I'm going to climb up the side of this building now, so goodbye.
Cool.
I must go. My planet leak.
When you get up there, toss a rope.
Esme just levitates up. She clips through the wall into the.
Give us that athletics check, boy.
Can I
Elizabeth just like turtles into his armor. So
You're gonna
it's like-
acrobatics up like a fucking 2-story building.
like a mad bitch? Yeah, so, Darren. How I imagine this is that it's a small alley between two similarly sized buildings, and Esme is gonna just parkour off the walls upward, like a nerd. Does that sound fair, or would you just prefer straight up athletics? Because I'll do either.
Yeah, should give me acrobatics then.
Good, mostly because my athletics is +1. Oh, I was going to say curse you gravity, but I didn't need to.
Yeah, as Esme bounces off the walls, Coda just kind of zips by her via grappling gun. And you both kind of land at the top of the building, simultaneously.
Oh, I wanted to scar from the Lion King her. Him.
Well, what about the people who can't, or who aren't like magic or have a grappling hook?
Yeah, how come you didn't make grappling hooks for more people, Coda? And then
Esme,
Esme starts
cut the
lowering.
rope!
Yeah, she starts lowering down the rope, but she's just like, Rizbit,
I
you want to
swear.
come up, or would you prefer to like hide there? I don't like. What's the best option for you?
Who are you talking to, sorry?
You actually.
Oh. How high is the roof, Darren?
2 stories.
How many feet is that?
60 feet. 100 feet.
Be what, like 30?
Yeah, 25-ish.
Can I
think.
just misty step?
Because like 10 feet roof, 10 feet roof, like height-wise. What?
Can I like misty step up?
Can Misty Step get you up that high?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Oh, yeah, then technically, even if it doesn't get you all the way up, it will get you to the brim that you gotta kind of like chin up and stuff.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, cool, yeah.
And what do I have to do? Just roll athletics?
Yeah, it's athletics with advantage because you roll.
The whole time she's climbing up, she's grumbling about people inventing things without any thought for anyone else and fucking turning into gas and stepping up walls.
She did it, Isadora.
Woo! Yeah, Izzy official, like, you know.
Making me climb like a pleb.
Isadora, like, rope climbs up with ease.
Okay, over to the skylight. Darren, like, I'd like to investigate the skylight to see if there's a way to open it without, like, basically a lock to open it without having.
Yeah, the less like the less trace we leave, the better.
Use investigation.
Cute. I'm going to basically really state that it's probably important that yes,
Nice.
I really do think it's important that Rizbit like stay up here as opposed to down there where it's going to be difficult to get back out.
Yeah.
But equally, if he holds onto the rope, then it'll make it easier for us to get back up. You know.
Yeah, as you scan the skylight, you notice that there's like kind of an odd latch that if you were to like slightly use your hands, you might be able to like fidget it enough that it's like, yeah, this is fine and it'll pop open with ease.
Yeah. Esme's wearing gloves, yeah?
Yeah.
Is she drawn with gloves? Because if she's not drawn with gloves, then she isn't. Which is a fair statement.
I don't think she is, but I always assumed most
I
rogues
assume
like
rogues would
have gloves on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume, but equally.
Um,
Okay, I'll
will-
open the.
Will I stay on the roof to keep guard or keep watch rather because Rizbit can't really because he only has one eye.
Well, there's that too. That's very fair.
So because you guys have the best stealth, so
Yeah,
you go
let's
down.
do that.
Okay.
Sleight of hand, me, Esme.
Okie dokie. What's my slice? Oh, that's 8.
Take another D8 of Bardic Inspiration. Oh, never mind.
Can I have it anyway? Can I have the inspiration?
Yes, take the Bardic Inspiration anyway. I'm going to give the same to Coda and Rizbit. So you each have
Yeah,
a
you
D8.
effectively. Ooh, you effectively do the thing as Esme or as Isadora kind of plays a quiet tune. But before the skylight is open before you.
Esme like slides her body in, hangs off it for a second, and then drops down.
And I'm going to sneak in after her.
Yeah, you guys effectively droop down.
Right. Can I sneak towards the door that I know is around here? DD?
DS.
Darren.
Sorry, I was saying goodnight to people.
Oh, that's okay, sorry. He is not.
Can I have stealth checks off everyone?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Me included.
Everyone.
Oh, sorry, no, I meant Isadora and Esme. Yeah, you guys are fine. But essentially, you guys both have dark vision, yeah?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah, then you have no issue. Yeah, like the place is empty. Like they've clearly closed up shop quick enough, and it's getting dark enough because like, you know, it's basically you guys are obscured enough that like unless someone comes up to the glass, you're fine. But yeah, you guys are effectively like hidden for the moment. What's the next plan?
I need to get to that door and check to see if it is still locked or unlocked. The one into the back room.
Yeah, sure. It is sadly locked this time.
Cool. I'm going to. Can I investigate it for presence of that alarm spell?
Sure.
Please.
Yeah, you detect no alarm spells. This seems to literally just be locked by someone who's turned the key.
Oh yeah, no, that. Yeah.
Darren, while Esme is doing that, I want to detect magic on the whole place to see if I can sense any other magical traps.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to Thieves' Tools that door. Can...
That's lockpicking, yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, and Amy, you said you were.
I'm detecting magic to see if I can sense any other magic within the building for the presence of traps or anything like that.
Yeah, essentially you get some like protection stuff along the glass, like the alarm spell. Like I don't know I think it's transmutation actually. Yeah, it is because of it. Yeah, so transmutation, the windows glow. Esme, you pick the lock, fine. You get a lot of illusion magic off a lot of the like glass, the display boxes. Clearly what's in there is like an illusion and not the actual artifact.
Yeah, I guessed as much.
Sorry, say that again?
A lot of the things in the display cases are not what they seem.
Okay.
Like they're clearly been.
Is the book
No.
we're looking for one of them?
The book that's in the center room is clearly an illusion.
Yeah, I fit. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, you have effectively picked the lock and like the door before you was open.
Okay, can I sneak into the next room?
Yeah, you don't need to reroll.
Cool. And then I want to go over to the safe to investigate that and basically attempt to open that.
Is there any magic in here?
The same alarm transmutation spell is linked to the safe.
Can I dispel it?
Yes, I believe that doesn't it's not knockward, makes a big doosh. But yeah, you effectively whisper the spell and you see the faint glow of a transmutation spell ceases to be. All that is now before you, and the locked chest is clearly just a simple locking mechanism.
Cute. Okay.
Yeah, Esme, you that lock purse. You basically just be open up, and it's yeah, all right, man. And slides open.
Cool.
In it, before you is a large tome that you would know to be the Magnus Factor, and a small coin purse.
I'm just gonna grab them.
Containing 500 gold.
Ooh.
I think I'll just grab the Magnus Factor.
Cool.
Grab the book. Okay. I give it to Isadora, and I basically can I use my when I want to close the safe back over, fully close it. Does that automatically lock it?
Yeah, it's a case of you spin the thingy and you hear the tumbler click.
Got it. And then cross back over to the other side of the Isadora.
Mm-hmm.
You don't happen to be able to cast the spell Alarm.
Let me check, because that's a good idea.
I believe it's a ritual, and it's level 1, I think.
Do bards take spells, or do they have prepared spells the same way?
I don't have it anyway.
That's okay.
So she shrugs, sorry.
No, it's fine. Like, eventually they were going to figure it out either way. So, but let's get out of here and get to the other door. As Esme is leaving, like through that door to get back to the skylight, she wants to lock the through door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use
Steve says yeah.
requiring that they're a watchman, but their usage don't seem to have noticed. Yep, grand. Perfect.
Yeah, that thing is locked up tight.
Esme hands the Magnus Factorum to Isadora, and then basically gives her a hoosh up.
Thank you.
Alongside
get
with,
back up.
like, hopefully with Rizbit helping as well. Or whatever.
Yeah. Essentially,
And,
like between all like the hooshing and the pulling, it's all fine.
Cool. And then once that happens, Esme just misty steps upwards and out. And then sleight of hand to close it back up.
I give the boys a thumbs up.
Okay. Esme just says, ready back down. I'm going to add Bardic Inspiration to that just to
Yeah.
use the Bardic Inspiration and also make sure that it's very effectively locked. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Cute.
Like a glove.
Right. Well, friends, once we get down to the Esme basically like stores the Magnus Factorum into her bag of holding.
Yeah.
And then says, let's get down and see if we can start making our way towards to Rose. I'm going to refer to the house as Rose in my head. And see if we can get there like as quick as possible. If anyone sees us, play dumb and say that we kind of got a bit lost. We haven't been here in a while. All of it's.
How long is it after curfew, by the way?
It's about 8 o'clock.
Okay, so it's not like we're out at 1 in the morning and it looks really dodgy. It's like, oh, we're due, we got lost.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it basically, if you guys are trying to like skulk through the city without getting spotted, it's going to require like stealth checks.
You have Bardic Inspiration, please use it.
But I know this is really a
I-
stretch, Darren, but like, would I be able to roll like basically history on the streets to give us advantage to like know which streets are? Like,
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah.
Equally,
Yes, that roll.
that doesn't prove to be
18.
good.
Yeah, no, you Coda like basically like stops and is like, if we go here, it should work.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, cool. So I don't have advantage.
You
I
just
just have normal.
Standard roll, yeah, it's good. But you do have Bardic, so don't forget.
I know. I added it.
cute.
Thank you, Isadora.
You're welcome. Oh, that was a wrong roll.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, it takes you guys a while because again, like moving stealthily, like is like half speed or
Yeah.
some shit. But like it takes you like about an hour and a half to get like effectively like it's a case of like a few times you have to hold your breath, kind of like wait for the right moment to skulk. But you guys like are grand and cross the city to like the destination basically, and like as you like kind of enter your garden, you hear like city watchmen come around the corner, like go. Like that sort of thing, and when you go up and like go to knock the door in a hurry, the front door just kind of swings open.
yeah. Everybody in. Everybody into.
Does Kathe open it, or does it just open?
No, the door itself opens.
Esme like thinks at the house. Good house.
Yeah, as you like go into the sitting room, like with like Kathe is sitting there with her feet up, reading her own copy of Magnus Factorum.
Kath,
As you come in, she's like, "Yeah."
you are a meanie bobini, young lady.
As she stands up and starts laughing, and as she stands up, like you see the illusion dissipates. And she's like, "Yeah."
You are less of a meanie bobini. Kath.
She's like, "You should have seen your faces."
Esme takes out the book. It's like, okay, so we did the thing.
Yeah, you did. Okay, cool. So, And she takes the book and she thumbs through it. And she's like, sweet. Cool, good job, guys. Well done. Wow. Heck. Okay, and she hands you like a piece of parchment folded over. And she's like, okay, so like basically it's this bar called Wrenches and Wenches. Like got the whole like all girl thing going, if you know what I mean. But yeah, basically I dated a waitress from there. It's in the slums. She'll like basically point you in the right direction. The bouncer's kind of mean, but say you're a friend of mine, you'll be fine. It's in like the slums, like center plaza square. It's a bit dodgy, but like I'm sure you guys can, handle it.
Can we sleep here?
Sure. Oh, for one final thing, you guys obviously have no issue with Warforged, right?
No.
Nope.
Alright, because it's like pretty much like almost like an exclusively a Warforged bar, so like if anyone has any issues, that's gonna make it even harder.
Will we be even able to get in?
Normally no, but again, if you mention you're a friend of mine, like I'm sure the bouncers will let you in. You'll probably get a pretty cold reception. Not everyone's gonna be chatty, but like, hey, it's where if you want, like, no one in this business is, up in front like, hi buddy, do you want to come into my back room and like, discuss evil secrets? You know what I mean? It's
So should we be looking for anyone in particular?
like again, you talk to my waitress friend Lucille. She'll like point you in the right direction. Tell her I said you. Said no one. Oh, what's going on? Oh my god! Please no one say that. You'll get a D20 die of negative inspiration.
I have inspiration. I still haven't used that. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I still have my D6 knocking about
I have
from
a D8 from sassing you once.
last time I was in Yuria. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Kat's like, right, if you need bed, follow me, and she like basically brings you to a hallway like that's kind of like, the wood on the floor is kind of like a red oak. It's like literally red, but it's clearly nice wood. And like as you pass, like Pip, the cat, is like sitting on the chair, and as you walk past, it's like pretty kitty, big teeth, like glaring at you.
I start petting Pip.
He's like, good night. He's like, don't let the bed bugs bite. And he's like,
Can't speak around his dentures.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, like, she basically, hey, brings you to the stairs, and she's like, come on, Rose, give him rooms. And like, you see like the staircase starts to extend for ages, and then comes crashing back, and like you see a landing is up at the top, and she's like, all right, come on, and leads you upstairs, and there's like conveniently 5 bedrooms, because like I know Andrew's there, but like Varian's there, that kind of thing. So she's like, all right, here you guys, like I'm sure it'll be the best sleep you've ever had. If you need me, I'll be downstairs painting.
Just before you go,
Yes.
I would ask myself, but I also think that would be taking a lot of liberties, so I won't do that. The Baron sent us with this, and she takes out the little teleportation gem that should activate a link between this house and the Baron's headquarters. And you'll be able to ask Rose to like indicate to us where we can activate it.
I mean, hey, I've been trying to get in that room for years. Maybe you can court her in the morning, but
Okay,
that's all you, buddy.
Well, Rose, when I wake up, see if we can figure this out. And then she just like curls up. she like curls up, but then she comes back like out of the bed, cover blanket. She's like, if anyone else wants to share the bed, like just feel free to like curl up in here with me because I am scared.
Where's Dave?
I realized that. I feel like I couldn't bring Dave here. So I'm only thinking of that now, and I'm just be here.
So Dave is, we're saying for the moment,
With the Baron
still
or
with the
something?
Baron.
Yeah, essentially, just because
Yeah, we'll
don't
say
think he would have gotten.
It would be way
as well.
too much for us to like try to explain.
I don't think he would have gotten through ICM if he wasn't. And I kind of it was just something I didn't even think of. But equally, it was also why I was trying to not like finish the portal side of things now. But yeah, there. But it was literally the other side of basically opening the portal for the brief moment to basically just stick the head back in and say, it's like, hey, We got this done.
We're here.
Also,
Yeah, yeah.
Dave, you can continue to remain here for your safety. Hashtag
That's fair.
not really a retcon. But anyway, we'll deal with that next week.
Cool.
Or whatever. We did it,
Yeah, guys. So yeah, we'll leave
We
it there,
got
guys. You guys essentially go for a nice sleep. You guys have the best sleep ever. Like it's one like those. Every room has like a king size bed. The walls are like, basically it's just. Like, I might as well just outright say it. Basically, every bedroom looks like the red room from Twin Peaks. Like it just looks like that. It's got the weird floor. Like it's just. The walls are red, but like clearly they're like some form of wood, but like the illusion because aesthetic. But yeah, the bed is like king size bed. Like the pillows are extra fluffy, the blankets are extra thick and cozy. It's like you kind of like sink into the bed. It's like yeah, I am in flavor country, that kind of thing.
It's a big country.
Just like a flavor question again. We have been having dreams again since.
Yes, you have.
Normal dreams.
Yes.
Cool.
Or have you? Coda. It's okay. Coda can just touch his totem and like realize it's like definitely the waking world.
Totem?
Yeah, from like in fucking not Insidious, Inception. There we go. You know the like.
You say that as like a reference, but I do kind of have a totem.
Is it as?
Like,
yeah,
when in doubt, of course it's his gun, because it's also Danger, who's Dangalang.
Is Danger. Which. But yeah, well done, guys. Good game, all round.
We're finally back in Yuria.
Back in Yuria,
So fucking happy.
heisted, like in like a metropolis of subjugation and complete paranoia.
This is what I wanted.
Great.
This is all I wanted. I'm so happy.
But there's no day. Guys.
For like a week, and then like he'll just be like, so
come back and forth to Kate's house, right?
yeah,
Day.
pretty much. Yeah, it'll be a case of like.
I love the idea of Dave and Kath hanging out.
No.
Rose.
Oh god, they'll love each other. I hate it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Like Dave and Pip though.
Yes. 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 I love that.
I legitimately just had flashbacks to that time Dave was like just off in the distance running around with a bin on fire getting real freaked out. I love that so much.
Just screaming at started, and I don't know what happened.
He's so cute. Anyway,
Good
well done,
session.
team.
Good game.
Well, a good
Happy
session, guys.
50th.
Well played, everyone. Happy 50, friendos.
I'm so glad we're back in Yuria for the 50th. Doing like just good old fashioned like shenanigans. Just like break into a house because essentially Vern 2.0 told you to.
Can I say that was an excellent break-in?
Yeah,
That
all-
was.
That went so
Yeah.
well.
I know we're
Smoother
gonna
than
still get
expected.
caught for it, but like,
Slick as hell.
good.
I can't wait to
No,
get
you guys
arrested
did
next week
great.
and we do a prison break arc.
No, I refuse. If we do a prison arc, we're doing prison gangs, and like
Oh,
Esme's
Lord.
full on shanking Coda.
Oh yeah. Somehow they
Like,
end
it
up
just-
in opposite gangs. Like,
It's like, guys, when
No,
we go
they're in
here,
the
we
same
can't
gang.
we can't go racial. It's like, no, I agree. It's like 20 minutes in there. Like the
King's
Eladrins are
not
like,
racial. Yeah,
it's like, promise me they won't get racial. They won't. They did.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, good night, stream.
Good night, stream.
oh yeah, I should probably stop the stream. Okay, good night. Join us
Good
again
night.
next week, same rat time, same rat channel.
Yeah, exactly.